Blog Talk Radio.
You're quite hostile.
I got a right to be hostile, man. My people been persecuted.
Revolution is not an event, it's a process.
I want the truth.
We have to dare to be different and dare to tell the truth.
We don't see the fire, but the house is burning.
Look up a book and feed your mind.
This is madness. That took over.
How will the people say?
There is no God.
You are a deceived people. Nobody else can do this for us.
Take that white Jesus down.
Something is wrong.
Do the research like we do the research. You'll be convinced also.
Turn off Fake Housewives of Atlanta.
Continue to raise the intellect and the consciousness of the human family.
Professor Griff knows.
Yo, I ain't no toast.
Check 1 2 1 2. Hold on. All right, this is NMEMINDZ Radio on the Minds Matter Blog Talk Radio Network, where matters of the mind matter. Greetings, family. Peace. At peace. Hotep, which is peace. Shalom, which is peace. Assalamu alaikum, which is peace be unto you. Abidia Fourier. Alafia, Black Power. What's poppin'? Definitely hood. What it do? Oakland. What's good? New York. Good evening and welcome to another edition of NMEMINDZ Radio. We're on the move, as my sister Pam Africa would say. And with your host, Professor Griff and Miss ZaZa Ali.
Peace to the gods and goddesses, peace to the RBGs, peace to the Pan-African family, peace to the Rastafari, peace to the Black nationalists, peace to the Moors, peace to the Hebrew Israelites, peace to the Native Americans, peace to all the brothers and sisters who are out there who are struggling, trying to find their way, just looking for a little bit of light so they can get over the hump, and peace to the original family covering every 196,940,000 square miles of the planet
that we affectionately call Earth. This show, this is a show where minds produce minds that produce minds that produce great minds, because we are minds matter. We're souls in search of souls that are like minds, like minds. This show and every show is dedicated to all those that aren't dedicated, and taught to us by our good brother, Dr. Reverend Phil Valentine.
And we were also taught by Sister Amy Garvey to stand on our own 2 feet and fight like hell for our place in this world.
And we're definitely doing that as we stand on the verge of getting it on. And we definitely have to get it on to bring about a revolution. Revolution of the mind, that is, because minds matter. Revolution is complete, constructive, conscious, cosmic change. I need some of y'all to hear that. All right? I need some of you truck drivers, some of you lame nitwits, get this. Revolution is complete, constructive, conscious, cosmic change. All right? Revolution is when a woman gives birth to a man.
Wait, say that again? I'm sorry. As a man, can you say that?
Revolution is when women give birth to men.
You mean men, not children, not babies, but men?
Not grown male. Men.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I think you might need to teach a class on that.
I definitely going to have to, because we have a lot of grown males out there that we need to talk to tonight.
Tonight, we definitely got a message for you. Yes, and that is also what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us. Did I skip you?
You did.
Oh, my bad.
I said insert ZaZa, and I said what you were supposed to say, so let me come back by saying you can be whatever you want to be in this world's life on your way to becoming gods and goddesses. Having a human experience that's taught to us by Professor James Smalls. Wait, you can be whatever you want to be in this world's life on your way to becoming God. So you can be a Mac, pimp, whatever it is that you think you might want to be. You could be a more Muslim, Christian, gangbanger, RBG, whatever it is you want to be in this world of life. On your way to becoming who and what you naturally are, which are gods and goddesses, having a human experience called you.
And I do realize that we may have some people who don't normally listen to our show tonight. So let us emphasize that our goal on this show is to kill and destroy the nigger and to elevate the mind and the reality of our people into God.
That's right.
As taught to us and by us, by all of the ancestors, by all of the ancient civilizations, by all of our great historians, as well as the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who taught us that to find God we must look within. Heaven and hell is a state of mind, not an actual physical place. Therefore, we build minds and hurl truth at falsehood, destroying and rebuilding.
Once again, this is Enemy Minds Radio. We call it Enemy Minds Radio because we know the mind of the enemy.
Right.
And we're trying to bring you on the same page so we can all understand the mind of the enemy so we can deal with that enemy within first. So we can progress and move forward as a collective. This Enemy Minds Radio on the mind matter because your mind matters. I don't know about all the other parts of your damn body, but your mind matters to us. Your spirit and your soul matters.
Yes.
All right, but this is Blog Talk Radio Network where matters of the mind matter. Our aim and our mission
is to raise, keyword, raise the vibrational pitch of our thinking into the mind of the Creator as taught to us by the late, great scientist and warrior, my mother, Tanetta Muhammad.
Okay, two things about that. I think we say that too fast with the music playing. People get caught up. They say, oh, I heard the intro. I'll log in at 8:15 so they can get past all the preliminaries.
Right.
Stop. ZaZa just said, we raise the vibrational pitch of your thinking into the mind of the Creator. Keyword, we have to raise your vibrational. We can't stay there. You can't be a nigger all your life. You can't be a Mac and a pimp all your life. You have to raise the vibrational pitch of your thinking into the mind of the Creator. Once we do that, then look at your actions, and then you determine whether or not the vibrational pitch of your thinking has been raised. All right? So if you truck drivers and the rest of y'all imps want to go tell somebody something, tell them this. We want to raise the consciousness level of the human family and replace racism and white supremacy with justice so that we can live in peace on this planet that we affectionately call Earth.
The call-in number is 347-633-9644. This is going to be a 3-hour show tonight, not because of anything other than we need enough time in order to say what needs to be said. We are also going to be playing some clips directly from Mr. Tariq Nasheed himself so that we make sure that we are giving the full perspective, and not just ours. And let me say to the people who are on Facebook, I've seen a lot of messages. One brother said, why this got to happen, man? I wish this situation had never been escalated. Y'all are escalating it.
Yeah,
y'all making it seem like we about to do a gun what do you call
drive-by.
Not a drive-by, but what do you call it back in the West when they would do a standoff.
Yeah.
This ain't no shoot 'em up, bang bang, Tupac and Biggie beef. So stop. You dealing with grown men and women.
Exactly.
First of all, you dealing with grown men and women. So if we as a people, I don't care what level you on, what you teaching, how much money you got, how much information you have, if we as men and women cannot sit together in private, yes, but in public as well, because the whole thing that this started about was about public behavior. If we can, as a people, not actually have conversations and not start getting all scary and tense, like, oh, my God, why is this happening? We have too many other things to focus on. Why are we not focusing on white supremacy? Apparently you don't listen to our show.
Right.
Because we deal with white white supremacy, racism, white supremacy in everything that we do. Thank you very much. But this whole idea, people getting all tense and all worried, stop. Just slow down for a minute. Get your panties out of a bunch. Relax. Go get some chamomile tea.
Right.
Because we're going to have a very intelligent conversation today. Right. We ain't dragging nobody in the mud. We don't do that.
Right.
We don't take personal shots. You don't have to worry about that from Professor Griff ZaZa Ali.
That's right.
We don't do that because we would be contradicting the goal of this show, which is to raise the vibrational pitch of our thinking into the mind of the Creator. This is God body.
Exactly.
On this here show. So you're going to get a taste of that, but we're going to also, keep it 100 or $1.50, as everybody likes to say now.
Right. Or a stack.
Or a stack, whatever you want to call it, We're going to deal with the reality of what it is. We're going to address all of the questions that were asked. We're going to, respectfully pull ZaZa Ali's name up out the mud. I understand that because I, tried to be humble and intellectual and appeal to the higher and mature and appeal to the higher nature of our people, particularly black men.
Right.
I understand that just, niggas can't handle that.
No. You see, what happened was once you did that and you showed your hand and your intent and your character through what you wrote, brothers took that as a weakness.
Yeah.
Came on the thread.
Yeah.
And some of the most vilest.
Yeah, we're going to read some of that tonight.
We're going to read some of it to you. Now, I hope Tariq Nasheed is listening.
Yeah, I posted the link on his page.
That's good because these are your people, dude, that's listening to you, that's running back telling you stuff.
Yeah.
So let's deal with the mind of those that listen to Tariq Nasheed.
Speaking of which, I'm so honored and thankful for the listeners that listen to this show and the people who come on NMEMINDZ radio page, for the people who email us. Shout out to Sister, oh God, my mind just went blank. It'll come to me. But I'm seeing now how fortunate we are to have the type of people we interact with, whether it's Monique, whether it's B-Son, whether it's Smooth Matty Matt, ZaZa Ali. Shout out to ZaZa Ali. We love you, brother. Definitely love you and appreciate your support. All of the brothers and sisters who frequent the show, our listeners are on the ball.
Yeah, they are. And we definitely have to take our hats off.
Man, because I've seen some of the worst character. Oh, my God. The way that these so-called men have addressed me since this whole thing took off, from YouTube to the NMEMINDZ radio page to what took place on Tariq Nasheed, the way he talked about me, which I got some bars from him, for him. But it's going to be, it ain't nothing personal. It's not going to be no dragging, none of that. But just, I think that one of the biggest issues that I'm dealing with, that I've had to deal with, and a lot of our sisters will deal with, is that a lot of these brothers just don't know how to interact with a woman on a higher level. Right. Can't address me as a man. I tried to appeal to the manhood in the brother, to the father in the brother. No, he can't do that. So I'm, just some light-skinned chick trying to sound deep, and niggas is only checking for me because they trying to get in my pants. That's that Mac shit we was talking about.
Exactly.
That's that Mac mentality right there. Player. Because I grew up around it and been around the best of them. That's exactly what we're talking about. Never talked about radio shows. Didn't specifically talk about that end of who and what he does. We're talking about a mentality that is not only directed towards him, but is prevalent in our community when it comes to a segment of our men. So, shout out to all of the NMEMINDZ radio's listeners. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters who sent me emails. You ain't the only one who got emails, bruh. Trust and believe. And apparently what was said resonated with a whole lot of people.
A whole lot of people.
Probably a lot of people who have seen Hidden Colors. So we're going to talk about what exactly is the conscious community tonight. Who is the conscious community? Are you in the conscious community? Did you watch Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3? Because we want to hear what Tariq Nasheed had to say about the conscious community.
And we're going to hear
the Hotep niggas, the niggas in the dashikis, and the, you know what I'm saying?
And him slapping kufis off people's heads.
Who are the Hotep niggas? And when is the last time you heard somebody say Hotep, nigga?
Right. So we need to talk about this because that stuff that I heard from Tariq Nasheed, I was shocked because I didn't think he would stoop that low to get personal.
Mm-hmm.
Although the stuff that he talked about may have seemed personal, I don't know, to some of his cronies and flunkies and imps that listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
But that stuff is stuff that's already been out there, Tariq Nasheed. I'm sorry. I'm going to go over it with you, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Because of the level that we want to bring this conversation up to, not down there where you're trying to keep it, bruh. I understand you kept saying you want to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, this is the show. We made the flyer specifically to have an open invitation to Tariq Nasheed and anyone else that want to have this discussion.
Let me say something real quick, because there's a couple of people in the chat room. My music is and Adina31 that said, "Why don't y'all just call each other, or why are you making this public? Why are you doing shows and talking to each other?"
Who said that?
Adina31 and
Adina.
My music is.
Adina, can I talk to you for a second, love? Listen, how long has my phone number been out there? 15 years. I've talked to at least 8 different people that I've given my phone number to them to give to Tariq Nasheed.
Mm-hmm.
I've put my phone number up under the clip, up under his radio broadcast where he can see it. I tried calling him, but I have an old number.
Mm-hmm.
I tried calling him. I tried to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't have to be personal, but guess what, Adina? We did an interview where he listened to 15 seconds, which was public.
Mm-hmm.
He addressed it in public.
And made it personal. Mm-hmm.
This is not personal. ZaZa mentioned something very personal on the show Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Not mentioned something, but you said it was personal. We brought it back down and said, no, it's not personal.
Mm-hmm.
We're not making it personal. We're not talking about, his baby mama, his wife, his children. We're not talking about the things he did in his past. Blah, blah. We're addressing something that's present today. A behavior, a mindset is what we're dealing with. And if we as men and women that are grown cannot have a discussion without people sending him emails about calendars, which I'm going to address, about Luke Skywalker Records and all this other stuff, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah. And, James Master, I believe it was, I lost the comment because the chat room is moving. Oh, our enemies are loving this family. Spats should be settled in privacy. So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do our enemies, spats, yeah, it's not spat, but okay.
It's not a spat.
Do our enemies love it when black women are disrespected and degraded? Is that aiding towards the system of racism, white supremacy? Whether black women do it to themselves or whether they are put on blast by our men, is that aiding the system of racism, white supremacy?
Right. But you see, he just spoke to what we were saying. All of it needs to stop.
Right. Exactly.
You understand? And we pointed it out. Now, if you got a problem with us pointing it out, then we could have been like you, bruh, and sat on our hands.
And not said anything. Because that's really what this is, why it's being so sensationalized. Do you know how many times I've heard people say something near what I said in the past since Hidden Colors 1?
Yeah.
I can't even begin to tell you how many times I heard it.
Guess what?
And I never said anything.
Right. Guess what? The people that are listening to this now have heard it also.
Yeah,
they just never said anything. And we're not putting the brother on quote unquote blast.
No, he put us on blast last night. Let's be clear. He put us on blast last night. We're not going to stoop down into the mud with him and fling mud.
No.
Because trust me, there's a lot of information about Tariq Nasheed,
it's too much,
particularly from women online, that you don't have to have people email. You can go get it yourself.
Right.
We're not going to stoop down into the slop with the pigs tonight. We're going to raise the level of the conversation. We're going to answer the questions. But the whole underlying premise of this started because we are talking about the degradation and disrespect of black women.
Right.
Is it really that serious over one picture? Yes, it is.
But it's not one picture.
It's not. No, it's not. But
right.
The one picture, let's just deal with the one picture. We're doing a show right now. We're supposed to be doing part 2 tonight about gender wars, blurring the lines between male and females, dealing with the plague of homosexuality in our communities, correct?
Exactly.
So if we're talking about that, and you post a picture where there's obvious lesbian undertones, you have black women holding on to the behinds of other black women, is that promoting homosexuality in a jokingly kind of fun way and at the same time asking people to donate money to Hidden Colors? I'm just trying to understand. See, for people to come and say it's just the picture, it wasn't that. No. A lot of you brothers, I'm gonna say this, and I'm saying this on behalf of black women all around the world, have no idea about the plight that black women have been experiencing and experience every day in this country. You have no idea. You are so out of touch. All we asked for was understanding and respect.
Right.
Just don't post pictures like that, bruh. That's all I asked.
That's it.
That's the underlying premise of what I said. It's not a joke. It's not funny. Nobody's laughing but people who think like
laughing
you.
At us.
Laughing at us.
Right.
So when we talk about our enemies are loving this, yeah, white men love to see black women degraded and disrespected. They do it every single day on television. Turn on VH1.
Right.
You're in living color on television where all of us are sitting back and either watching it or talking about the people who are watching it, and none of us ain't doing nothing about it. So we actually spoke up about something. This conversation is so much bigger than Tariq Nasheed, and I can tell, bro, you really love yourself. Like, it's clear to me from watching that clip of you from last. Like, yeah, you love yourself. You really feeling yourself. I mean, that's cool. But the conversation, the base of the conversation, what we were talking about when we talked about the stripper culture, and it's so much bigger than you. And when he said on the interview, I don't talk about sex trafficking, and I don't. We know you don't, but we do.
Right. But we didn't say that he was trafficking women.
We never said he was trafficking women.
We never did that, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's like,
get out of your feelings.
Yeah, you in your feelings, bro.
We never said that. Never said that you were pimping right now. When we talked about macking, we're talking about that mentality that is prevalent, that is all over our Facebook page right now. Go to Facebook, NMEMINDZ Radio. Look for the original post that I put up and read through the comments. Clearly, these are Tariq Nasheed fans, okay? Let's just keep it 100.
Because people have my phone number, and I got maybe 2 phone calls. That's it. I got about 3 text messages. That's it. Everybody's talking about they're emailing Tariq Nasheed like it's something to go tell.
Yeah. Some people from the Bay came back and told Tariq Nasheed that Ginger Daniels has been indicted. Get your facts straight. We're going to talk about all of that.
No, we're going to talk about it, definitely.
Get it right. If you're going to tell the story, get it right.
Right. So let's push forward in the spirit of our ancestors to whom shoulders we stand on. Please, I need y'all to hear this. We didn't put this intro together just to be saying stuff to fill up time in the beginning of our show.
Can I say something real quick, please?
Yes.
Because Sister Monique, oh my God, I love this sister so much. I was talking to her. She made a great point, and she's going to call in tonight and probably say the same thing. Please don't forgive me, sis, for saying it first. We don't get paid for this.
Thank you. And yeah,
this work we do right here, you listening to the sounds of our voice, we don't get paid for this.
We pay to do this.
We pay to do this. All right. So this is not about feeding our families per se. This is about feeding our people, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. So I think that, he made it clear that he's not a leader. He's not trying to, put himself in a position where people will be looking to him for whatever. Well, we do our show and everything that we do for our people. Everything.
Right.
Everything. It's sitting in a library that is filled with information from thousands of years ago.
Right.
Okay, you can go sit down and watch Hidden Colors for 3 hours and get a good glimpse of the greatness of black people. We've been studying for a long time.
Right.
Francis Cress Welsing has been working for 40-some-odd years. Phil Valentine, the majority of his adult life. Professor Smalls, Professor Joy DeGruy, Shahrazad Ali. We're talking about Baba Coleman. We're talking about pivotal brothers and sisters who live this, who didn't have to necessarily study to sit down and talk about what you're discussing in Hidden Colors. This is their life. Right. And I'm hoping they got paid. Yeah. Since Hidden Colors has been so successful, I don't know, maybe he can call in and we could talk about that. Right. Has it been beneficial to the pillars of our community? Because we should be supporting them. They should be financially straight. So I put that out there. I'll take that for myself. But, we do this out of love for our people. This is not about, this quick, I'm a fraud and I'm trying to get some attention because I mentioned because I'm talking about the plight of black women. I'm not a singer, bruh. I'm not a video dancer or an actress trying to get on the scene, trying to get some hookups so I can get my name in the spotlight. Yeah. I'm not Kim Kardashian or Amber Rose. You can't fake what I do. I can't go sit amongst the elders who, thank you very much, Phil Valentine is my spiritual father, who knows me personally, who can pick up the phone and call me directly. I can't sit amongst him and pretend like I'm something I'm not.
Right, exactly.
I'm speaking on stage in a couple of months with Marimba Ani and Frances Cress Welsing, two of the most powerful women that ever walked this planet. You can't fake that. So what do you think what am I selling real estate? I'm a fraud trying to get somebody to buy a house?
Yeah, what's the fraud part?
What am I trying to do? You think I'm an agent? So where am I trying to lead black people? Where did the agents in COINTELPRO lead black people? They have an agenda. What's my agenda? What have I done besides help our people? Tangible, actual real benefits to our people. Speaking of which, cooperative economics. We found our new school, African Center School.
Wait, this is where the rubber meets the road for some people.
Yeah, this is where the rubber. Yeah, so that's why we're gonna make sure that we, since everybody's tuned in, let's turn up. We have a new school, San Diego. I'm going to announce it on March the 1st. A sister hit me up. It's a school out there who are doing some great things on behalf of our people. It's an African Center School, but they need help financially. So Know Thyself Academy has been our school for the past 3 months. Shout out to Sister Rose Spencer. If you did not make your donations to Know Thyself Academy, you can go to knowthyselfacademy.org and make your $20 donation to Rose Spencer. If you didn't do it for the past 3 months, go ahead and shoot that sister $60 because this is our last month representing her, and we definitely want to show her our love. I will make the the announcement for Cooperative Economics, the new school, which is in San Diego, California. I'll make that announcement on March 1st on the show as well as on Cooperative Economics Facebook page. Just wanted to get that business out there. And shout out to ZaZa Ali, like I said. Thank you so much, brother. We appreciate your support. Shout out to Sister Raven. Sorry it took me so long to get back to you, Queen. I was a little heated the last show, and I kind of neglected my duties. And shout out to Sister Venus out in Vegas. We love you, Queen. We appreciate you, and thank you so much, family, for your support.
All right. We're announcing the school March 1st, so it's $20 a month, right?
$20 a month.
Okay.
We pick 1 month, one African Center or black. That's interchangeable. When I say that, I'm saying the same thing. But African Center School, anywhere in the United States. We might even extend out. I had some people hit me up from the UK about us helping them. But we pick one African Center School every 3 months under the guise of Cooperative Economics. All of our members, we're somewhere around between 50 and 75 now.
Okay.
Continuous focused members that make their donations on time. $20 a month for 3 months to whatever school that we select. You go straight to their page, send the donation straight to the school. No money comes to us. We never ask for you to send anything through us. It goes straight through the school. And, we got our next school for March, so I'm looking forward to making the announcement.
All right. So all the Tariq Nasheed followers, y'all got that, right? It's $20. This is where the rubber meets the road. So all you truck drivers that are out there running your mouth, playing little sissy little games that you play, tattletaling and whatnot, go on your little wallet.
Well, you don't even have to support us. Just find a school.
Right.
You don't have to follow. You don't have to get on board with what we're doing.
Exactly.
Well, this is a blueprint. Find the African Center School who is better worthy of our time and our money than our young people. So find an African Center School if you don't want to support what Griff ZaZa do. And put your money where your mouth is.
Right, exactly. So in the spirit of our ancestors, whom shoulders we stand on, we like to say Ashe. And Ashe simply means, so be it. We carry on this particular tradition because we want to rely on and call on the spirit of our ancestors, who've been given that energy and that power, and the one that controls that particular realm is the creator, him and herself. With that said, we want to call on the spirit of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who said a whole lot of things, but one of the things that's resonating with me right now, and I need y'all to listen, men, I need y'all to listen, says the black man has the ability to turn devil overnight. And I've seen a lot of y'all on the Facebook page. I heard a lot of y'all call into Tariq Nasheed's show. I've seen the comments from a lot of y'all turn devil overnight. Had the nerve to say, well, since they said that, I'm not going to subscribe to them anymore. I'm not going to listen.
Kick rocks.
Big ones.
Bounce. This ain't that type of party.
No, this is not that kind of party. We don't do cheerleading stuff, and this ain't the Glee Club.
Don't want fans.
Thank you. This ain't the Mickey Mouse Club. This is none of that,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
If you got to be able to roll with this at least 3 or 4 months just to raise your vibrational pitch to understand what we're doing.
Yep.
So if one little comment is going to deter you and run you away, good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. Racism, white supremacy, going to come at you hard. And if you're that damn weak, you need to go do something else. Serve Girl Scout cookies or something.
Yep.
I'm dead serious. This is not for the weak at heart, man.
Speaking of Elijah Muhammad, happy Savior's Day to all of the followers and students and brothers and sisters who adhere to the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. We love each and every one of you. We understand and know and value the significance of this day, and we are definitely standing on the shoulders and the works and the premise of what was given to us under the teachings, which is you are looking for a God to bow down and worship. You are the God.
That's right. Today's Master Farad Muhammad's birthday, February 26, 1877.
Mm-hmm.
In the book of Romans, it teaches that he came as a thief in the night. He came in sin, pardon me, let me take that back. He came in sinful flesh to condemn sin in the flesh. He came to teach us not who he is, but who we are.
That's right.
And Elijah Muhammad said that the black man is the original man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth. 5% Nation says God of the universe, Father of civilization. We all say gods of the universe.
Yes.
We have to understand that. Elijah Muhammad said, he said that the black man has the ability to turn devil overnight, but he also said we are direct descendants from God himself. So, brothers, get it right, man. Listen, there were some brothers on Facebook, on the thread, with children, saying what they were saying.
Yeah, one brother was like, he had a daughter and had his daughter in the page. It was like, okay. But anyway, Ashe, to everything that you said, I'm coming to you in the spirit and in the honor and in memory of the Yoruba tribe. And I'm reading from Blacked Out Through Whitewash. Dr. Suzar says the Yoruba people were entrusted with preserving the rituals, invocations, occult knowledge of the soul and spirit, religious ideology, and the universal role of man and woman. So in the spirit of the Yoruba people, as well as all of the messengers, prophetess, and guides who came to us in the persons of great women, we say Ashe.
Ashe. To all those unknown soldiers that have fought, bled, and died for the freedom, liberation of our people here in the wilderness of North America and throughout the black African diaspora, we'd like to say 3 times Ashe, 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 Asheo. If you'd like to contact us, you can contact me, Professor Griff. Just tweet me at RealProfGriff. You can email me at ProfessorGriffPE@gmail.com. You can text me at 678. I'm laughing because I give this information out every week, and I give my phone number out. And these people have these issues, but never call me as men.
Yeah.
Never call me.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, maybe. Oh, anyway, 678-557. You can text me right now. Text me, Tariq Nasheed. No, I'll call them. 678-557-2919.
Adina said it's so sad that we've reached a level of I'm unsubscribing, unfriending you. I'm mad at you because of what you said, so I'm not going to be a subscriber on your page anymore.
I'm taking my ball and I'm going home.
ZaZa Ali, All right, let's take a quick break real quick. Okay. What?
Did you shout some people out?
Oh, yeah, I did my
If you'd
shout.
like to contact ZaZa, you can hit up at Minds
Oh, that's right.
Matters, BTRS.com, or you can just go on Facebook and hit us up at
mindsmatterbtrs@gmail.com.
Did I say that?
No.
Okay, they got it. You can hit her up on, just leave her a message until she gets her Facebook thing straightened out, at Enemy Minds Radio. You can tweet us at Enemy Minds Radio, all right? Tweet us at Enemy Minds Radio. Shout out to the General, Shakir, my good brother Jamal. Thanks for the fly at the last minute, good brother. These next group of brothers, I sent the information to them, and they had some very uplifting things to say about Tariq Nasheed and Hidden Colors, as I did, and was looking forward to 4. Just didn't want to use half-naked women to promote it. That's all. And that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tariq Nasheed, Minister Paul Scott says peace. My man Society from Society Productions said he dug. Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3, and he said he didn't bootleg it. Khalid El Hakim talks about you often simply because he has a Black History 101 mobile museum, and you put some things down in Hidden Colors, which he drew from as well as myself and other people. Black Dot, I'm waiting to hear from him. King Simon, he praised you for what you wrote and kept the level up here to even help myself and Tariq Nasheed understand the importance of this from a woman's perspective, Tariq. Yeah. From a woman's perspective. All right? Okay. Not some fraud, not some chick. And you don't think much of me that I would choose a fraud and any old chick to sit across from me to help me in this work. Stop that, bro.
Well, I love that brother. That's my brother. Then
okay, bro.
You spit in my face.
Thank you.
Clearly, you have issues with women. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
sorry.
Darren Muhammad, Siddiqui Bakari, Smooth, Matty Matt. These next brothers I'm going to mention. Tariq Nasheed, these are just soldiers that I mentioned. There's unknown soldiers that I don't mention. You understand what I'm saying? And these are the ones that are concerned about. And will ride for your daughter as well as mine, bro. Smooth, Matty Matt, J. Woo, B-Son, John. I don't mention these brothers just to be mentioning them every week. I don't have to. These brothers have shown me that they're ready to ride. You understand what I'm saying? My man John Trey doing it in Charlotte. All right? Where it all started, Brother Rich, are you listening? I'm not going to blame you for this, but it was Brother Rich's interview with Professor Griff and ZaZa Ali where we mentioned Tariq Nasheed for 15 seconds.
And I basically said we were talking about holding brothers accountable for, disrespecting and degrading black women. I think I had mentioned someone who I respected a lot who put up a picture of the sister that kind of had me looking at him sideways and all these conscious brothers coming on and, wagging their tongues and whatnot like they're in a strip club. But then you mentioned the picture that someone had sent me.
Right, because you showed it to me earlier.
Right. Sister sent me a picture and was disgusted. I'm not on Instagram. He said, Instagram is like the place where niggas hang. Well, I don't do Instagram, so I don't know.
Right.
Somebody sent it to me. The picture stimulated the word you always use.
Right.
All of the other images that I've seen of you. So, honestly, you weren't like even on the radar. But when I saw the picture and we're talking about this story, and I've heard from so many different people talking about this conversation and nobody wants to really have, but everybody's having, because trust me, a lot of people have said what I said. In the moment of passion of speaking about the subject, I talked about it. And yes, my voice was escalated and I was passionate. He called it fake outrage.
Oh, wow.
I mean, for you, that... it kind of makes me want to call you stupid, bruh. And that's just with all due respect because
fake outrage.
For you to minimize what we were talking about, I take these stories personally. When you hear me talking about Relisha Rudd, when you hear me talking about Centoya Brown, when you hear me talking about Sarah Cruzen, when you hear me talking about Sharonda Jones, these are sisters who are incarcerated that I've reached out to, written, developed bonds and friendships with. I'm writing a book dealing with the lost black woman aspect of our culture, how young girls are getting turned out.
Right.
So somebody said I'm just an angry, bitter black woman who's been hurt in the past. I'm not bitter. I'm not one of those sisters who are sitting back and throwing stones at black men. I critique women way more than I do men. Right. But back to the original point. I was passionate in that moment when I mentioned him, but I wasn't super mad at him. Like, no, I pretty much know what to expect from you. You're like one of a lot of men who think that those kind of pictures and, that type of thing, standing in 7-Eleven, flipping through, black ass magazines, whatever you call them, you don't think that it doesn't even register to you how you can be hurting someone. To you, it's funny. It doesn't register. But I was speaking about how that aids and adds to and lends to the over-sexualization of black women.
Now, listen, if they would have listened to the interview, people would have gotten that. Brothers, y'all are sending these messages out. You haven't even listened to the interview, like this one. Can I read this?
Yep.
Someone just texted me from the 216 area code. Peace. I was on YouTube, and someone said, you're working with Tommy Sotomayor. Is this true? And if so, what are you working on? with respect, I can't get with that nigga at all. Okay, peace and love. Okay, 216, whoever you are, if you can't get with him, that is your business. Yeah, I don't know who you get with. I don't know you. All right, but I really appreciate you texting me and asking me that question, so now I can address it to the people that's listening to this broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Sotomayor, whatever y'all think of him is what y'all think of him. All right? I worked with Tommy Sotomayor on a project dealing with black men and fatherhood to save our sons. Yep, that's right. Take a deep breath. Process that. I worked with Tommy Sotomayor, all right, on a project, a film project about black fatherhood to save our sons. I think that's very admirable. I think it's very uplifting that the brother would to do a project like that, and I would work with anyone on a project to do like that. What Tommy Sotomayor says and does is not on my radar. I'm not there. I don't really listen to Tommy like that. One thing Tommy did say that did resonate with me to the degree where it got on my nerves, and you can call Tommy right now and ask him. I checked him hard. I said, brother, you out your mind. If you think I'm going to sit back and let you talk about Dr. Francis Creswell thing, this was when Tommy was going back and forth with Tariq Nasheed. I said, no, bro, I can't work with you. What you talking about the elder? If you offer an apology, then of course we could talk about working together. But until then, nah, bro. One thing I got for you is some bars, for real. So 216, that's what I'm working with Tommy on. All right. Tommy was gracious enough. I said, Tommy, just get me the plane ticket. You ain't got to pay me, bro, because I don't operate that way. And people that know me know that I don't take money like that from people. Tommy offered to fly me to L.A., to fly me to Oakland, to fly me back to Atlanta, hotel, here's some chump change, go get something to eat, blah, 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 blah. I'll see you in the morning, Griff. Let's go to work. Let's do what we do. And we did it. I love the brother for that. Whatever gripe y'all have against Tommy, y'all got to take it up with Tommy. Tommy's a man. I'm not his defense attorney, whatever. Now, in the same breath, I would have done the same thing and did the same thing for Tariq Nasheed if he didn't fake in front on an Hidden Colors joint. I did 2 interviews on his show. Thank you, Tariq Nasheed. I really appreciate that. You asked me, Tariq, to be in Hidden Colors. I agreed. I never heard back from you. Not a plane ticket, not a Japanese money order, a thin dime, nothing. Nothing. I didn't get mad and throw temper tantrums and whatnot. I said, okay, if he wanted KRS-One or Nas or somebody to be on it, bro, that's your thing. That's not my thing, but I did wait on your call. Ain't no love lost. I still love you. You understand what I'm saying? I do think I had something to offer to the Hidden Colors thing. But some people say, well, how in one breath you're going to say he's pimping and macking and you're going to be in Hidden Colors? I said, wait a minute. I knew about the pimp macking thing when I was on his show. So I'm trying to understand that dynamic. I know some things that Tommy said when I went and flew to L.A. to do the film with him. Did me and Tommy talk about that in private? Yes. That's what men do. I'm not in the business of calling people out like that. Of course, I would have got with Tariq Nasheed and mentioned it. But the thing about Tariq Nasheed was the fact that he was doing the Hidden Colors thing. I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to interrupt his cash flow or whatever he's doing. I'm concerned about macking and pimping mentality and bringing that over into the conscious community, which by his own admission don't give a fuck about the conscious community.
Yeah.
By his own admission.
We're going to play that.
Okay, so I was just concerned about, and please, Tariq Nasheed, listen. This is my whole premise, bro. I'm just concerned about the conscious community, which I'm a part of, being pimped by Macs and players and pimps. That's my concern. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm concerned about the elders that's lending their energy and their effort, their name and their faces to a project
they have no
headed by someone that's constantly perpetuating this particular Mac pimp player kind of vibration.
And you're married now, you got children. We love that. That's great. Respect all women the way you want your wife respected.
You need to say that again.
respect all women the way you want your wife respected. I put up the pictures of your book covers, not knowing when they were written, how long ago they were written. Didn't need to go all and do all your bio like that. Because when I saw the image of the women in the hot tub, it re-stimulated all of that. All of that. Like I said in the note that I wrote, you on the inside giving all of this insight and wisdom to brothers, and a lot of brothers have praised your books and talked about how much they've helped them, and that's great. But then the cover looks like, bitch better have my money.
Right.
Can you address that? Would you
No.
do the same thing today if you had? See, this is the thing, and this is what I was waiting to hear from him. Okay, you want to talk about ZaZa and bring out all the personal stuff. That's cool. You never once addressed the seriousness and severity of what we were talking about, because apparently that's beneath you. Apparently you don't feel like you're obligated to even address the seriousness of what we were talking about. Maybe you don't care. And that's cool.
Right. But we need to let people know this is a conversation we was trying to have. This wasn't coming out at Tariq Nasheed.
Exactly.
And all the ugly stuff that we could put out there about the brother, we don't do that.
We don't do that at all. It's not necessary.
And we're not going to do that. And this is
but we are going to address the nasty stuff that he said about us.
Exactly. We have to. Okay. I got to play these commercials, and I'm looking in my queue for the callers that's supposed to call in because we need to talk about the Warriors Conference. I hope those callers are in the queue
because it's full. Yeah.
Yeah. Please put your hands up so I could see who's in the queue. The caller number is 347-633-9644. Some of you imps out there got Tariq Nasheed's number. Call him, ask him.
His direct number. Like, oh my God, they're talking about you.
They got the hotline because by their own admission, they got the hotline.
Yeah.
Run and tell them,
Daddy.
Go run and tell that we're on.
Papa Bear.
And we're going to talk about this particular thing, and we need to address this, all right?
Yep.
And this is not a spat, all right?
This is a conversation that needs to be had. Y'all need to put your grown-up boots on.
Yeah.
Seriously. We not the type of people that's going to be scrapping and throwing. We ain't doing all of that.
Right.
But we're going to have a real conversation.
We have to.
Thank you.
All right, so let me play these commercials. I'm going to go to the callers. I'm going to go to the call queue and check the calls because I'm waiting on some calls. We're going to dive into the subject.
We're going to answer all the questions.
Somebody put beyond. It's not beyond the conscious divide.
I thought that's what it was.
It's bridging.
I thought it was bridging the gap. Beyond the conscious divide, bridging the gap.
No.
Oh, my bad.
But it's cool. No, I love the way it's written. It's cool. Mm-hmm. Beyond the conscious divide, Tariq Nasheed. Yet again, let's not focus on.
But he's not conscious, so just.
But that's what he said?
Oh, he said he's not in that crowd.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I apologize. He operates in a different crowd. I'm sorry, bro. Bridging the conscious gap.
Well, bridging the black gap. Let's say bridging the black gap.
Yeah,
black, right?
Beyond the conscious divide. We got to go beyond this whole idea. Listen, Tariq, let me teach you something real quick, bro. Love you to life. All of us need to be taught lessons, and I need to be taught some myself, in which I humble myself when those brothers like yourself speak, and I listen. Listen. It was your enemy, the white people, probably they helped finance Hidden Colors, that created this whole illusion of what they want us to feel, especially feel, and think about the quote-unquote conscious community.
Right.
That's not our doing, bro. That's COINTELPRO all over again.
Yep.
So now we have people like Tariq Nasheed and other people, man, that damn conscious community.
Bagging on our people.
I hate them and blah, 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 blah.
He turned Hotep into a Hotep niggas?
Right. But, bruh, see, your enemy did that, unbeknownst to you, though.
No, he might know.
No, but listen, but the same people that he's trying to reach via Hidden Colors will ultimately become the conscious community.
Or already are the conscious community. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Make your point. No, make your point.
That was my point.
I was just going to say, you got people writing you from Oakland, apparently. Some little, it's gimps everywhere. It's peons everywhere. So apparently there's some in Oakland, or he said the Bay. I'd like to know who they are if they know me personally. But he mentioned that some people from Oakland sent him some information and gave him my government name. So did they write you and tell you that I actually was teaching before any of this took place, volunteering my time and teaching mostly black males at San Leandro Juvenile Hall? And I'm sure you know where that's at since you're so familiar with the Bay. Giving my time teaching black men, young black men, knowledge of self. But I say that to say I mentioned hidden colors in several of my classes. None of them had heard of it. So I assure you, brother, that we appreciate the worldwide fame that Hidden Colors has had, but I assure you that it's probably more people in the conscious community than you care to admit that are actually promoting and supporting your brand. And I think you owe our people an apology, to be honest.
All right, we're going to get black to that after these commercials, all right? So just sit tight for a second. Let's get these commercials out of the way, and we'll be right back. This is Professor Griff.
And ZaZa Ali.
I think he's doing that on purpose.
ZaZa.
It's ZaZa.
ZaZa Ali.
Short for Zakia. Short for a few other things, but ZaZa.
ZaZa.
Z-A.
Get it right.
And no, she doesn't have to attach the Ali on her name to make herself. But, anyway.
I was a goddess when I was Ginger Daniels.
And we all became
when I was
leaders.
Born.
We all became leaders when we gave birth to children.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be right back.
110% Clothing is an apparel that caters to the athletic and fitness community. Our goal is to provide top-quality athletic apparel and accessories in this particular market. We sell hats, shoes, and shirts for any athletic or outdoor activity. You can contact us at 110%clothing.com or call 800-216-3623. That's 800-216-3623.
All Them DVDs has got you covered for your DVD needs. History, Pan-Africanism, religion, metaphysics, health, astrology, economics, and more. AllThemDVDs.com has over 7,000 titles. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Go to AllThemDVDs.com now for discounts. That's AllThemDVDs.com or call 267-257-3270. Yes, All Them DVDs. Remember, AllThemDVDs.com.
At Eat, Drink, and Be Conscious, we have a world of products choosing organic ingredients first and 100% all-natural superior ingredients second. Eat, Drink, and Be Conscious created 100% all-natural personal skincare line, the home of our aluminum-free 100% all-natural deodorant with bentonite clay with or without probiotics for adults and children. Our silky smooth, 100% pure shea butter base skin souffle is great for your skin, especially dry skin, all made with fragrances or pure essential oils. All of our products contain no useless carrier oils, no parabens, no animal derivatives, just no-nonsense skin food. It's good for you. We even have 100% all-natural fluoride-free toothpaste that remineralizes your teeth and helps prevent tooth decay. Visit ednbc.com. Order your superior products today. Health is wealth, and you're worth it. ednbc.com.
Get your loved one out of jail. Express Bail Bonding Company is located at 236 Forsyth Street, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia, 30303. We provide professional and courteous service with getting your loved ones out of jail fast. We are open 24 hours a day and provide service in the surrounding Georgia counties and the United States. Call us at 404-522-3201. Again, that's 404-522-3201. Once again, that's 404-522-3201.
This is your man, Cut the Check, checking in one time. Producer, songwriter, artist, whatever you need, I got it. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, check out for my beats on SoundCloud, follow me on Instagram at Cut the Check, KUTTCHECK. Get at my Gmail, songsforcut@gmail.com. That's SONGZ4KUTT@gmail.com. Got that heat for y'all. Yeah.
Yeah. So picture I had this dream, right? That I walked into this office building and a receptionist came downstairs and said, D1, your party is ready upstairs. So I hop off the elevator and I see Jay-Z, 50 Cent, and Lil Wayne sitting at a round table. I hope they hear me. Look, What up, Jay? What up, Fifth? What up, Weezy? I'm D. Appreciate y'all for having this conversation with me. I know that I'm the brokest person in the room, yo. But money don't matter here because I'm rich what I did. First off, I grew up listening to all of y'all. From the block is how to get rich to Blueprint, I bought it all. I paid 20 for the block is how that Peaches went. And hope I bought volume 2 because I love money ain't a thing. Fifth, you had it locked in high school. You the reason I stopped buying Ja Rule. But I graduated from that train of thought. So that's why I'm here today. Not to fuss, but to talk. Here we go, love. 50. You a marketing genius and you stupid rich. Let's come up with a scheme and get a game of super fix. I seen you slaughter the careers of other men, but they were all brother men. So that's just another win for the other team. Entertainment is what it seems, but black on black hatred is the underlying theme. Paid, powerful, and popular, you got it all. Use that to fight the real enemy and make them fall. Other rappers might not understand, but so what? The game probably got them bending over doing a toe touch. It's raping them. So Fifth, I know you got a heart, homie, I don't doubt you. But trust the movement, gon' move on with or without you. Lil Weezy, flow off the easy, but we don't feel your presence down in that Big Easy. Shouting out New Orleans at the Grammys, that's cool. But how about donating some cash money to help the schools? Wealth is cool, but not if you a selfish dude. Get at him, D. Nah, let's help this dude. Every statement that I yell is true, so take heed to it. Weezy, this ain't coming from no jealous dude. I know you're smart, son, you went to McMain. Now everything you say and do got kids trying to be Wayne. Friend or foe, it all depends on how you manage your talents. So what you gon' do? Step up or step down from the challenge? Young Hov, Jigga, H to the Izzo. It's truly an honor for me to meet you, my nizzo. It's impossible to belittle your impact on the game. You got the hottest chick in the world wearing your wedding ring. That's right. You know most of these little rappers is whack. They spitting poison. They hurting the culture. They holding us back. But I'm trying to see how you feel. Cause when you speak, people listen. Do you agree with me, disagree, or you feeling different? With all that shooting soul, now you can't afford to be. Lyrically, I live quali. But truthfully, you ain't got a rhyme like common sense. Just be down for the cause and don't ride the fence, you heard? Hey man, hold up. But while I got y'all here right fast, let me look through my notebook. Cause see, I was writing a rap about this same topic. I just didn't know y'all was gonna show up to the meeting today, you know. I know y'all busy. Hold up. But you know, let me just, cause I'm still on sign, so let me at least rap this for y'all. Hey, but my stuff on iTunes though. Alright.
D1.
Was that raw that included in there?
Threaten your life. D1. Did you doing Illuminati? Did you get signed?
Remember Young Money?
Picture this, we got the blind leading the blind man. How stupid can we get? I just couldn't let it slide this time. Besides, my people need this, and I ain't on a major label, so they can't delete this. Let's go in. Now every rapper needs to lose their deals and earn them back. Most of them then let their industry take them and turn them whack. I be spitting from the soul so they feel you, boy. I want your ear and your heart like a million. Boy, stop snitching. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. That's why nobody spoke up when my dog got murdered. Everybody trying to stay true to the rules. Forget the rules if the rules was devised by fools. Most rappers is puppets, that can't be avoided. Being used for their stupidity, then getting exploited by a man with a different colored skin. But homie, we grown men, so that's why I blame us and them. Me and you, we're David, the industry's Goliath. I'm here to fight it, and all that trash, I don't buy it. When I was lost, I used to look up to these cats. Now I pray for these cats. How you love that? A young, dumb, desperate, money-hungry rapper. First a label see them, then they go in for the capture. Precisely what they're after. Another pawn. Talking about the people you kill. Pop, 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 pop. Hold on. They also like it when you talk about your drugs. How much you sell them for? 18.5? Oh, that's what's up. I'm trying not to point, but I hope you get the point. These cats ain't running the game right. I'ma get the point. Fight him, battle him. The media stay instigating. To us it's real beef, to them it's instant rating. Then when somebody gets shot, it's such a problem. That same media's not saying we should stop the violence. Ancestors of ours are screaming from the grave, cause physically we free, but we still some mental slaves. Ancestors of ours are screaming from the grave, cause physically we free, but we still some mental slaves. So what y'all think?
I agree.
Wow.
That was D1.
D1.
Yep.
I love that song. This brother said, I'm not trying to point, but do y'all get the point?
Mm.
Tariq, we're not trying to point, but you gotta get the point.
All right, so we hooked up. We have a board that we run the whole show here. We hooked up my phone, because I have an app, one of my phones has an app on it for Ustream, so we can try to get this to come through without running it through the computer. So let me test it and see if it works. Just hit the button and hit play. This is the interview or the show, radio, whatever thing he did last night. Tariq Nasheed did last night on his show. So we're going to play part of this so you can get the full aspect of what we're dealing with.
Okay. So after this clip, then we're going to go to the phone lines and to hear what you have to say about this. And I really feel some of the elders, some people text me, they said, must y'all do this?
Yeah, that's what they said. And somebody said that in the chat room. Why are we doing this? How come? Okay, so let me ask all the people. Okay. Let me ask all the people who are saying that, who are saying, why are y'all doing this? I wish it wouldn't have come to this. Like, World War III is about to take place. We're just having a conversation. But at what point were you going to stand up and address it? Privately or
maybe they don't feel
publicly?
But maybe they don't feel like it needs to be addressed.
So like we should just, it's nothing? He just put up a picture, and it's not, the conversation, I mean, it's been minimized to just one picture he put up, but that's not just it. And because of what I said and what I wrote resonated with so many people, clearly there is a train of behavior that people have been seeing from this brother for some time now.
Okay.
So we're not just going back to Mackin' lessons in your radio show, which I actually heard one of your shows that made me never want to listen to your show again. He didn't come out and call black women bitches and hoes, but there is a very underlying nasty tone when he talks about women. Like writing a book teaching black women how to be gold diggers. Really? That's the best you could do? How to dress to attract a man with money. How to, that whole thing. Like, teaching women to be gold diggers. All right,
so if it's a conversation that we're having and some people say we shouldn't have the conversation,
then you have...
Would it be better... No, hold on. Would it be better if it wasn't in the spirit being done? Because we never talked about you, Tariq, personally.
Yeah.
If someone brought that to you, or you heard something kind of twisted, or you just feel offended that ZaZa said something, then he could have called me to get in touch with you.
Yeah.
My number is out there. ZaZa's number is not out there.
No. And, you just said something, and somebody in the Pond's Link talking about Pond's Link Together is talking about a historical perspective. COINTELPRO is still alive and well. And to me, I honestly feel like not addressing this in public and not bringing our people into the conversation and not being open and honest about it fuels the potential of all of the little things, the little things that can be said and done in the back. You don't know how much noise people talk about us on YouTube. The things that people come on our videos and say.
Yeah. And you've only heard glimpses of it. Every now and then we might say something.
Yeah.
But, brothers and sisters, you can go up under those same YouTube clips and you could hear the nasty, vile threats and all kind of stuff.
And they're right in line with what we're going to hear Mr. Tariq Nasheed say about me. Oh, brother's only checking for me because she light-skinned or whatever. She ain't that deep. She ain't deep. She just, them Hotep niggas trying to get in her panties. You sound like a pimp, player. Let's see if it'll play.
Let's see, bro. You gotta, I don't know.
You have to hit this. Let me see.
Bro,
you are tuned into Enemy Minds Radio. The calling number is 347-633-9644. If you are trying to call in and it's busy, you might have to listen online. Go to www.blogtalkradio.com/MINDZ MATTER. MINDZMATTER to listen because the call queue is packed. All right, so let's try to play this clip. Is it on?
What's up, Night Wonder? You on Instagram?
Hit me in the chat room. Let me know if you can hear this. If it's coming across, Monique, shoot me a text message and let me know if you hear it.
Yeah, y'all want to get me a star on Hollywood? Hell, let's get it popping. Yes, indeed. But now people ask me about that whole ZaZa Ali situation.
Okay, yeah, I can.
And again, I really don't want to go back and forth with it too much. For those who don't know, and it's nothing. It's nothing. But I'm going to ask some questions though. And this is Griff and ZaZa. They probably watch this. Now, just out the blue, the other day, Professor Griff and ZaZa Ali was on their show, and they just kind of came out the blue talking about me, and it was very disparaging, some of the stuff they were saying. And really, a lot of it was ZaZa saying it. Griff was kind of in the background co-signing, and then I had a problem with that. And I did my show, and I said, hey, I got a problem with that. You know, what she's saying was kind of out of pocket, and, you know, I'm not really feeling that because it's not true. So I'm trying to see where this outrage is coming from. It sounds like some fake outrage bullshit. You dig? And then they did another show, and I heard the beginning of the other show. I heard that yesterday, as a matter of fact. And Griff was like, oh, that was me. I think Griff kind of took responsibility. So I'm going to address Griff a lot tonight then, since Griff took responsibility. All right? Excuse me. Sorry about that, my throat. And Griff, if you're watching, brother, I don't have a beef with you, brother, but I don't understand where you're coming from, bro. Brother, I don't understand where you're coming from, bro. I'm trying to see the gist of what you're talking about, because Griff did this show. He did his show, and he was like, you know, I'm cool with Tariq, whatever, but all this macking and pimping. The brother kept saying macking and pimping, macking and pimping, macking. He said it, macking and pimping, over and over again. I'm like, what is Griff talking about? I'm like, what macking and pimping you talking about? I did the Mac Lessons radio show. I haven't done the Mac Lessons radio show in 2 years. Haven't done the Mac Lessons radio show in 2 years. My podcast is called the Tariq Elite Radio Show. So I haven't done the Mac Lessons radio show in 2 years. And when I did it, Griff was on the Mac Lessons radio show. So I'm like, if Griff had a problem with the word macking, I wish my man would have said something then. That's why I don't understand why 2 years later, it's all of a sudden all this macking and pimping got to go, macking and pimping, macking and pimping. I'm like, okay, what's that about? And where's this pimping thing, brother? And I'm talking to Griff, brother. When you talk about pimping, what you saying? Because pimping is something that's very specific, brother. Pimping is putting hoes on the track. Pimping is putting a hoe on a track. That's what pimping is. I don't do that. I don't talk about that. I don't advocate that. I don't write about that. None of my books say that. So I don't know where this macking and pimping is coming from. And I'm just trying to see where this outrage and this whole need to, he was saying stuff like, well, we just got to sharpen brothers' swords. And okay, I get that. But let's sharpen it on something that's real. Don't create some false straw man argument and then start going on some rampage and rant about how so many women get trafficked in prostitution. And what does that have to do with me? I don't talk about any of that stuff. I don't talk about any of that stuff. No trafficking or prostitution. None of my shows are about that. None of my books are about that. So I'm really trying to see where my man is coming from. Griff, I'm just trying to see where you're coming from, brother, because it's kind of contradictory, sir. And I'm saying this with respect, brother. And I'm talking to Griff specifically because Griff came on out. And, oh, yeah, somebody said Tommy and Griff, because Griff was on this, the black woman, we can't disrespect the black woman. Of course, I got a black wife. My black mother is upstairs. But I'm like, my man, and I'm thinking, Griff, you were doing some stuff with Tommy Sotomayor. This dude is okay. All right, brother. This brother has thousands of videos where he's like, fuck a black woman, black bitches ain't shit, fuck black women. I mean, this dude's damn near every video is black women ain't shit, and you kind of working with that dude on something. I'm like, okay, brother. I'm just asking questions. I'm just trying to see what's up, Griff, because I'm not, normally I wouldn't even trip. I mean, I know some questionable people. I came up in South Central, so I know all types of questionable people, brother. Some ain't adding up. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to see where my brother's coming from. My man was on the show. I'm thinking we're cool. Now, all of a sudden, 2 years later, all this macking and pimping got to stop. Well, what macking and pimping? Do people know that I smell like infamil? I got an infant that I've been burping earlier? What macking and pimping you talking about? The Mac Lessons radio show was 2 years ago. I don't do the show no more. I do the Tariq Elite show. Let's just talk real talk. My books, the Mac Within and the Art of Macking, these are books that came out 15, 20 years ago. So what pimping and macking are you talking about, brother? And ZaZa is a fraud. I'm saying that straight up and down. ZaZa sounds like a complete fraud. I'm talking to Griff a little differently because I'm like, man, you've been on my show, and I'm not the kind of dude that's gonna be cool with somebody, and then when there's a disagreement, I'm gonna flip on them on some rah-rah shit, because that would make me look disingenuous. I would look like some fake ass nigga, because I wouldn't have you on my show if I felt fucked up about you, my dude. You know, if I felt a certain way, if you were on some bullshit, if I thought you were on some bullshit, I wouldn't even have you on my show. Dude, so I'm just trying to understand where my man is coming from, where we just got to sharpen swords and all this pimping and macking, and brother just keep saying pimping and macking all the time and over, and I'm trying to see what pimping and macking is he talking about. I just want to know what look at my Instagram. Is there pimping and macking on my Instagram? Look at my podcast page, the Tariq Ali Radio Show. Is there pimping and macking there? Is there pimping and macking on my Twitter? Where's all this pimping and macking that's just fucking the game up, brother? And even when I did the Mac Lessons Radio, I'm not apologizing. Let's be very clear. I'm not apologizing for a goddamn thing. Because the Mac Lessons show wasn't about exploiting nobody. Y'all know that. And I think Griff knows that too. That's why I'm trying to see where my man is coming from. Now, with ZaZa, I get on her in a minute. Because I think she's a complete fraud. But I get on her in a minute. And I'm just talking, we're having man-to-man talk. We're sharpening swords, brother. We're just having man-to-man talk. Now, this whole outrage, which is, to me, it's fake outrage, was over a picture I put up on my Instagram of some women in a hot tub. Their booties was tooted up, and I said, hey, man, instead of spending money on condoms and getting in the swimming pool with these women or whatever, go check out Hidden Colors. So my man Griff was like, oh, man, he's exploiting women and using that image of strippers, and then ZaZa was putting all that extra shit on it. And so this outrage was over a picture that I used.
Okay, I had to pause that. I had to pause that. I hope y'all still with us. But just to answer some of the things that he said, as a dad with 3 daughters and a granddaughter, anytime I see that, women being shown in an advertisement, I was actually shocked, brother Tariq. I was shocked when ZaZa showed it to me, because I asked her several times, and I said, ZaZa, is he trying to promote Hidden Colors like that? Now, come on. I need y'all to feel me on this. As a dad, right, as a grandfather, all right, I'm seeing this, and I keep seeing this with women over and over and over and over and over again. My granddaughter is on my mind. My daughters are on my mind. And I'm like, and then that hurt, but the thing I think that hurt just as equal, I know the Hidden Colors brand is a brand that worked. And conscious people use that as a tool to get those brothers and sisters that are still in the street, Tariq. So when I seen the picture that ZaZa showed me, I just asked her, I said, is he promoting Hidden Colors that way? And that's the shocking thing. I'm like, nah, bruh, you don't have to do that. I wish I could have had his phone number where I could have called him and said, bruh, you might want to take that down because you got to protect your brand, and we shouldn't even be doing that to black women. As a matter of fact, you might want to have more women on Hidden Colors 4 and raise that vibration. Me and ZaZa
talk about women in Hidden Colors.
Right. Well, at least talk about them in a positive way. Me and ZaZa are bringing Dr. Francis Cress Welsing to town, and it's all women on the program, no men, because we need to raise the vibrational pitch, and we need to balance this thing out. And I'm asking all brothers to step up and bring your mom to see Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, and your wives, your girlfriend, and your children, because we need to see the sister to hear what she has to say, along with Marimba Ani and ZaZa Ali. So when I saw it, I was hurt, because I was just hoping that he's not promoting Hidden Colors that way. Now, in a minute, you're going to hear him talk about me, and I wrote it down. Hold up. Me in a calendar that I was supposed to have put out, which wasn't my calendar. I was the photographer, but I'm not backing off of the responsibility of it, because I am responsible because my name was on it. and my phone number as the photographer. And he talked about me being on Luke's label, which I don't have any. What am I supposed to? I can't tell Luke what to do on his label. Y'all already know the story of Public Enemy, how it went down, how I got thrown under the bus. Are y'all listening? Hold up. Can you stop right there for a second, bro? Sis, hold on. Right, thank you. I need you to listen to this part. When I got thrown under the bus by Public Enemy, all right, it was Chuck D that went to Luke because Luke had a record label, right? I need y'all to get this part, underline this part. Luke had a record label which was all black, and he said, I would definitely love to have Professor Griff on my label. Professor Griff can come here and say what the fuck Professor Griff wants to say. I said, wow, okay, that's cool. Mind you, and you can ask Ren, Willie D, Ice-T, Latifah. You can ask everybody at that time, LONS, Busta Rhymes, Brand Nubian, Pro Righteous Teachers. You could ask any of the people I came up with in hip-hop. They said, nah, Griff is not a rapper. So here I am on my way to Miami. I'm not a rapper. Y'all know that. I wasn't an MC like that. I was the Minister of Information. So Chuck got the deal, and I took the deal because I needed an outlet to get my voice heard so I could talk to my people. Thank you, Chuck D. Thank you, Luke, for throwing the life raft out there. Thank you, Ice-T, for letting people know that if y'all F with Griff, y'all got to F with him. Okay? Thank you to the Crips and the Bloods and the rest of the street organizations that came around me at that time. Thank you for the Muslim brothers, especially the FOI. When they wanted to come, these people wanted to come take my life, taking shots at me with high-powered rifles, poisoning me in the whole bit. Thanks, Ice-T. Thanks, Luke. I really appreciate that. Willie D, shout out to Willie D and the Ghetto Boys. All right, so that's what happened. And he says, well, Luke was going around having orgies. I don't know what the hell Luke was doing. I was in Public Enemy. And if Luke was doing that, you need to take that up with Luke, bruh. You understand what I'm saying? I thank Luke for help saving my life at that particular time, because y'all don't know the shots that they were taking at me. Physical shots with rifles and guns and shit. I'm not talking about just talking. I'm talking about some other stuff. All right? So let's get that clear, Tariq Nasheed. All right? Calendar. If any photographers out there, can y'all raise your hand? I don't see. Oh, yeah, my man back there. All right, so so we do have some photographers out there. When you're a photographer, all right, you shoot. I've shot, I can honestly say, in my life, I don't know, 8,500. Yeah, I've shot 1,000 pictures of you. Mm-hmm. I probably shot more than
not like that, though.
No, definitely not like that.
I'm just playing. I'm serious, but I'm just playing.
Okay, but I've shot about 8,000 to 10,000 pictures. I've shot birds, trees, water, sunsets, sunrises, cars, models, strippers. Did I say strippers? I'm going to say that again. Yeah. Models, strippers, people come out of cakes, and nude models. And if you ask any photographer, well, I don't know if they were strippers. Let me take that back. I don't want to disrespect them. They were models. Let me not say stripper, because I don't want people to think I intentionally went to go shoot strippers. Let me take that back. Models. They may have been strippers. I don't know. They ain't getting none of my money. I'm just saying. So if you're a photographer, then you shoot all kind of stuff. So if a sister called me up and she says, well, I'm going to be in a negligee, or I'm going to be in some fishnet, whatever, and yada, 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 whoopie, 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 whoop. Okay, cool. I call Carolyn. Carolyn, I got to shoot. You want to come with me? Blah, blah, blah. Or some of the other people that I did photography with, and you do the shoot. Now, other than me getting paid for it, a photographer shoot. It was only maybe 2 occasions that the model did not know I was Professor Griff. Mm. All the rest of them knew that I was Professor Griff because they wanted me to shoot him because they liked my work. Mm-hmm. Now, the model that he's talking about, she knew me. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if that's what she wanted to pose in, whether her butt is big, small, medium size, or whatever, that's on her, yet again, not on me. Mm-hmm. So you need to put things in its proper context. Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering who kept this stuff. Who was the person that came that had those pictures?
Well, but listen, that's my next point. My next point is after you shoot, the kind of photographer I am, mm-hmm. and you can attest to this.
Yeah.
Under these things right here, there's 3 or 4 external drives.
Okay.
Filled with stuff that probably need to go in the trash. But I'm saying that to say this, that the kind of photographer I am, the deal I have with the models is I give them all their pictures. I don't keep them. I don't want to keep them. I don't need to keep them. So whether those pictures end up in any magazine or whatever website, Babe or any of these online sites, that is on them. That's not on me. I would appreciate it if they didn't put my name on it, because I don't want my name in those circles. But if they did, I'm not kicking up any dust. I'm the photographer. So Tariq Nasheed, that's it with the Luke thing. So stop trying to throw that
and
at me.
That was when? What was that?
Luke?
Yeah.
1989, 90?
Okay. It's 2015, right?
It's 2015.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I haven't grown since then, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Wait.
And when was the calendar?
Wow. 2008, 9, and 10.
Okay.
And
just so we give a clear context.
And this is 2015. And I just sold my camera. So
okay, and then the other thing, you were a security guard at a strip club.
Oh yeah, so I had a security guard company, and the company that I put together was mainly the other company that I partly owned with my family was a bonding company. And we got people out of jail, and what I was doing at that particular time is hiring the brothers who had no jobs at all. I had a security guard company, and clubs weren't the only. Strip clubs was not the only places we secured. They were the most dangerous. Only 2 shootouts. I had to give that up.
Okay.
Only 2 shootouts. But I'm sorry, people. Can you go back to the early Public Enemy days? Where did I work? What did I do? S1Ws worked where? Clubs. We did parties, and that's what we secured. So I've always done that. It's just that Atlanta is the home of the goddamn strip club.
Right.
That's where the money was flowing. That's where the money was at in order for me to improve. Now, could I have gotten these brothers jobs working at a warehouse, securing a warehouse somewhere? Yeah, but that wasn't offered to me.
And when was this?
Wow. This was a long time ago.
Give us an estimate of time so we have the proper context.
Damn, you talking 91, 92?
Okay.
That was a long time ago.
Okay.
Right.
So, I mean, this is 2015,
But
right?
why Tariq Nasheed is bringing it up now?
Well, why did he even need to get personal?
Yeah, that's personal.
Why did he
to me.
get so defensive? Like, bruh,
Just so
you
y'all
didn't
know.
have to have a temper tantrum.
Right. So can I do one favor before you go? Can I check this caller right here? Hold on.
Yeah.
Greetings. Peace. This is Professor Griff ZaZa Ali. Caller from the 917. Peace. What's good?
Yes, hi. Hey, Mr. Griff. Mr. Griff.
Yeah, this is Griff. What's good with you, man?
Pretty good. Good. This is ZaZa Ali.
Peace.
Greetings. You guys got my support, and I'm sure you guys got a lot of other people's support. And there seems to be a little rift between conscious community, but I think you definitely have my support, and that's what I guess. Another thing I would like.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
No.
Another thing I wanted to say. Yeah, another thing I want to say about net neutrality. I know you guys have been talking about it. It seems like they have voted on it, and that it seems to be protecting, websites and regular people versus the Verizon and stuff like that.
Okay, but hold on. But don't fall for the sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Don't do that. It's right now.
Really?
They're coming off like they're protecting the consumers. Don't fall for that. I'm just letting you know right now. Mark this date that I'm saying this. Right now they are. Not giving you free Wi-Fi for nothing. Everywhere you go now is free Wi-Fi. Some brother hipped us to that. Remember, ZaZa? They're giving you free Wi-Fi because they're about to put that chip in your ass so they can so they can control you. That's why they got free Wi-Fi. Yeah. They want to keep you in the grid, in the matrix. So don't fall for that net neutrality stuff right now, talking about they're speaking for the consumer. They never cared about the masses of the people. Never. They look at us as sheeple. But listen, we're going to talk about net neutrality in a minute. Can you hold on for a second, good brother?
Sure.
All right, hold on for a second. I got to find this sister. Hold on 1 second. Here she is. Please, this is Professor Griff ZaZa Ali on NMEMINDZ Radio. What's good, sis? I have the right number. 954. Talk to me.
No, 954 is listening.
Oh, I'm way off. All right, let's get back to the conversation. What were you saying?
You were saying.
Yeah, I want to play this own stuff in the back because I don't want people to get too rowdy if I go bust some windows or something.
Bust somebody in there.
Right. So, can we finish playing this, or you?
Yeah, play it because I would really like to. I wish I could fast forward to the part where he is talking about me. And
okay, no. Let's play it so the people can hear. We got 3 hours tonight.
All right, cool.
So let's finish playing it.
All right, cool.
Here we go. Let me turn this other thing off.
To kind of tell people on Instagram, go check out Hidden Colors 4. And there was this outrage over it, like, oh, you don't mix the messages and all that. Okay. Griff, I got some questions for you, brother. Because, see, the thing is, after Griff and ZaZa came out saying what they had to say, a lot of people started hitting me up, giving me a lot of information about Griff and a lot of information about ZaZa, whatever her name is. A lot of people were giving me information. A lot of it I'm not going to repeat here because there was some real gossipy shit. Some of it was from reputable people, brother. So a lot of it I'm not going to get into. Because ZaZa was on her show talking about, well, I have a friend and they saw Tariq and saw his Mac lessons and they got turned off from Hidden Colors. I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I tell people all the time, you don't have to buy none of my movies. You don't have to do shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to sell myself to you. I put the information out. You fuck with it. You don't want to fuck with it, keep it pushing. Keep that shit pushing. I'm not here to earn anybody's nothing. I put the shit out there and I keep it pushing. I do me. But I'm just trying to see where the outrage is coming from over this picture, because the thing is, people are hitting me up. There was a couple of people hitting me up talking about, well, Tariq, Griff did some kind of calendar back some time ago. I don't know how long ago it was. And again, this is allegedly. There's some kind of calendar that Griff did with some chick that he was supposedly with, and the chick was all bent over and her ass was all tooted up too. And this was some kind of calendar that Griff was supposed to be associated with. And let me show the picture. I'm not going to, there's other shit people show me. I'm not going to show a bunch of shit. But let me show this picture that allegedly Griff was supposed to be associated with this calendar, this chick, something. This right here. All right? So Griff was supposed to be, allegedly, that's why I'm asking, Griff, is this true what people are saying, brother? Because a couple of people have told me this. Griff, brother, because we're going to talk about respecting the sisters, and I'm disrespecting the sisters because I put up a picture telling people to go check out Hidden Colors 4. I'm mixing messages or whatever. I don't know what kind of narrative you're trying to put out there, but brother, that girl has a pretty big ass in that picture, and some people are saying that you were involved with that calendar or that female or whatever, so I just want to know what the deal is. That ass was pretty up in the camera, just like the pictures on my page. Well, the one picture, really. No, Griff ain't in the picture. Hell, I wasn't in the picture. But the thing is, people are asking me this, and I'm asking. I'm just asking the question. Well, the thing is, you say people mention pimping because of the cover of the book. Well, if you are going to build a false narrative based on the cover of a book, you are an idiot. If you're going to build a narrative off the cover of a book, you're an idiot. There's a book right here on my desk called Who Moved the Cheese with a Block of Cheese. The book ain't about cheese. The book cheese is a metaphor. So if you're going to look at a book cover and have this whole fake outrage over a book cover without actually reading or looking, that's why nobody really goes inside the book. And even in that chapter, all I was talking about were the different terminologies and all that. And the first line was, hey, you shouldn't be a pimp. And another thing, Griff, man, if we're talking about pictures with sisters in their ass and you shouldn't do that because that's disrespectful, brother Griff, let me say this to you. Griff, you were on Luther Campbell's records. Griff, you were on Luke Skywalker records, brother. So was that cool? If we're going to go by your narrative, brother, you were on Luther Campbell's records. Now, Luther Campbell's records at that time was, damn, they considered it a pornographic a record label, brother. They were arresting Luke left and right for pornography, brother. That was a pornography label according to the government at that time. Luther Campbell was known for having girls on stage sucking dicks and everybody's eating pussy, and Luke would have orgies all over the country, brother. Luke would have orgies all over the country. Jay De Niro, absolutely not, brother. My books are bestsellers to this day. I mean, damn, brother, if we're going to use that narrative, that kind of contradicts itself. If you were down with Luther Campbell, who was having dick-sucking parties, and you're on that brother's label, how is that different from me using a picture to tell people to go check out Hidden Colors? What's the difference? I'm just asking questions, brother, because I'm not trying to pass judgment, but it sounds a little contradictory. That's all I'm saying. I'm getting you and your queen are kind of throwing things at a brother based on a picture where the context was deliberately thrown out and it was satire. And another thing, when ZaZa was like, it's supposed to be satire, it ain't funny, brother. Now, who in the fuck made her the picture police? Let me say this about that young lady, man. Some of y'all fake Hotep niggas, stop pumping these females' heads up because you want to fuck them. I'm talking real talk right now, man, because this sister tries to be deeper than what she is. She's not really deep. A bunch of these dusty niggas out here in the conscious community are, because she's lighter, they're pumping her head up, telling her, oh, girl, you the queen. When niggas are trying to fuck or trying to campaign, because that's what a lot of these thirsty so-called Hotep niggas like to do, these niggas always campaigning for some ass. So they sit up and, oh, girl, you deep. Anything you say, they act like it's deep, and it's really not. If you say, I want to go out and have me some herbal tea, oh, girl, you deep as hell, girl. Damn, girl, I want to get a girl like you so deep. Niggas running game, man. She's not really deep. We're gonna keep it $150 tonight, brother. Let's just keep it $150 tonight.
Okay. So we paused it again. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong. Does he sound like a pimp or not? He said these fake Hotep niggas, stop pumping these females up. These dusty niggas who just want to get in my panties.
Wow.
Pumping me up like, oh, she's so deep. First of all, how do you know? Have you haven't listened to anything of mine. Clearly you only listened to the 15-second clip, and then you said you listened to a portion of our show on when we were addressing you, a short portion of the beginning of the show. So how do you know what I am? And how do you know that niggas, as you say, are calling me deep? Because they don't.
No, they don't.
I don't get brothers coming to me saying, oh, my God, you're so deep. No, I don't get that because I don't talk like that. I'm not mystical. Whatnot, but yeah, I get some flowers, but right. I'm not mystical and, ethereal, and I'm not into all of that. So Huey says, ZaZa, who's paying you? Nobody. Nobody's paying me. I'm not getting paid.
We don't get paid
but
for
you
this.
Can cut the check.
Cut the damn shit.
Since you in the chat room running your mouth,
right?
Talking about Huey, you need to stop. Let me mute this person because there's a lot of. I can see that his crowd is definitely tuned into our show right now.
Can we just say something about not only his crowd but some of these people? It would be better, brothers and sisters, that if you really want something to say and you want it to stick, because first of all, if you don't have a name and a profile picture, we don't even check for you because for what? It's like you hiding something. We're transparent as hell. I know I've been.
Yeah.
I'm 54 years old. I've been out here since I was a teenager doing this.
Right.
So I'm transparent and say, you got my damn phone number. Any of you flunkies that want to talk to me, you ain't got to call me names on the internet. You can call me directly. Well, guess what one dude told me? Well, they might be tracing calls and they might be listening. Well, they listening on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or on YouTube. So stop playing, dude.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Be a man. Call me up and say, yo, I disagree with you, Griff. Yada, yada, yada. Whoop-de, whoop-de, whoop. You can save all the name calling, but that's for children. But call me and talk to me like a man and tell me what you don't agree with. We can dialogue and we can reason and we can push forward.
So the light skin thing.
It always comes up.
But your wife is light skinned though.
Oh man, see, let's not make it personal.
I'm not gonna make it personal.
Okay,
And I went online and saw it was some females saying some bad stuff about her.
I know, I read
I
this
didn't
stuff.
say it. They said it.
I read it.
But I wouldn't disrespect her because she's still my sister.
Exactly.
But she's light skinned. So why did you? Your children are light skinned. Why did you need to say that? Do you have it? Do you have issues?
I think he has an issue with
So these fake Hotep niggas trying to get in my panties, men don't approach me like that.
Oh, they definitely don't.
The brothers who know me show me the utmost respect,
and
except for your followers.
Right. But even the brothers that I have to sit back and just kind of course I'm doing security.
Right.
I have to sit back and watch them bring flowers, damn near propose to ZaZa. They don't come on there.
Always respectful.
Always respectful.
I don't have to deal with the Mac and pimping element. Sorry.
Right. They
don't have
respect
to
ZaZa
do it.
on the highest level, and
so ain't nobody even getting close enough to me to be trying to get in my panties.
Thank you.
Brothers is writing me like you made me change the way I'm treating the women in my life.
Exactly.
And the post that I wrote about you, sir, several men have told me that it made them check themselves. So again, a lot bigger than you. Let me read something that I wrote. And this sister, I just went back through the pictures because I wanted to read part of what I said. And this sister came on and said, you threw me under the bus because you brought up the topic and then forced me to talk about it while you were in the background. Defending Tariq, basically another one of his mouthpieces saying the same thing that he said. ZaZa found it convenient to talk about Tariq, but failed to mention Professor Griff with 2 Live Crew, the pornographic albums, blah, 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 blah. Let me just say something. Me and Griff got into it bad. Like, 2-3 years ago?
About 3 years ago, yeah.
Online for something similar to this, but not similar.
Right.
About the images of black women. We stopped being friends for like a year. So stop saying that I only talking about Griff and that I won't talk about Griff.
Oh no, we went at it.
We got into it big time. I was completely honest, open about what I felt about it. We bumped heads. We stopped being friends, and eventually we're able to come back together, talk, smooth it out, whatever. And here we are. But stop making it seem like I'm just singling out Tariq Nasheed.
Right, exactly.
Then she said, if you ever listen to their blog talk radio show, NMEMINDZ, it always seems like they're at war with somebody from Brother Polite to Sa Neter, just like we needed an explanation about Tariq, which he stated is not a part of the conscious community. Now, mind you, her name is Kamaria Isis, so I'm assuming she's a part of the conscious community. Anyway, we need an answer about people who are part of the so-called conscious community and their character before we decide to listen to them or following them on social media. Clearly, you don't listen to our show. We've never had problems with Polite or Sa Neter.
Nope.
Me and Polite exchanged words at one time because he addressed something that I said that he took personally. I didn't say his name, but he took it personally. So we talked on the phone for an hour, smoothed it out. Everything is good.
That's what we do.
Never talked about that on our show.
Exactly.
We've never talked about Sa Neter on our show. You just talked to Sa Neter a couple of hours ago. Peace to the God Sa Neter. So what are you talking about? It's a bunch of little minions that got puppets up their backs.
Yep.
She's talking about you listen to these people and it's like people saying things like false narrative. You ain't never said that in your life. Now you walking around talking about a false narrative. Shut the hell up.
A false narrative.
But this fake outrage thing, let me address this, please.
Please do.
Can I? I'm not outraged with you, Tariq Nasheed. You are who you are. I'm outraged with the disrespect and degradation and the condition of black women. That's my outrage.
Right.
It's not you. I know you got a big ego, a real big ego. I told Griff earlier today, he sounds like he's sitting on the top of the mountain talking down to all the little minions underneath him. No, bro, this is not about you.
Right. The false outrage thing, Tariq, please stop that.
Stop. And he's talking about niggas is running game on me. No, you running game. People are talking.
But listen, go back, Tariq. Please do, bro. And any of your little flunkies can go back. Go listen to my lectures. I've always been outraged when it comes to dealing and how we handle the sisters, our moms, our daughters.
Right.
And I've said to a couple of brothers online, and I hope them brothers are listening. And King Vic is one of them. I heard from him today, and a few other people. And I told them straight up. I asked them, did they have children? And I said, anyone come to my house, to my doorstep, in my realm, coming to Mac and Pimp, I don't care what you cloak it in, what lesson you trying to teach. Right. If you come that way with that, that as your picture, that as your vibe, that as your how you coming at my children or my daughter or the women that I'm responsible for, I'm chopping your head off, plain and simple.
So
I'm getting at you.
The picture that we're talking about, that I'm looking at right now, is very lesbian type picture. I mean, the sisters is grabbing each other's behind.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
Sitting up on each other's behind. So I asked the sister Kamaria, or do you promote lesbianism and homosexuality? Do you have an issue with the picture? Okay, you done ran down me and Griff, and, you know, do you have an issue with this picture? Is it a problem for you, or is this a good representation? Is it cool for Tariq Nasheed to do this?
Right.
Because that's the gist of the conversation.
Right.
The other thing that I said, which he says he didn't read my Facebook post. I doubt that very seriously. And I'm pretty sure he's got a lot of minions that are, you know, flocking to him and, you know, in his corner, and, you know, the God Tariq, you know, him and his sons are, you know, supporting him, which they should be. He's our brother. But I'm sure he's felt a little fire from this, and I'm sure he's felt the backlash of our people who have been questioning themselves about the hypocrisy.
Right.
Mac Lesson stopped 2 years ago. Hidden Colors 1 came out in 2011.
Right.
So you were still macking or still dropping game, like the game you just dropped about these Hotep niggas trying to get up in my panties. Everybody don't think like that, bruh.
Nah, they don't, bruh.
Everybody don't think like a pimp, bruh. Take yourself out of those shoes for a minute.
Right.
But what I said...
Let me say one
sir.
thing before you, just real quick. Tariq Nasheed and everyone listening. Me and ZaZa did not start a campaign to shut down Hidden Colors 4.
Nope.
We're not doing that, and we're not coming at this brother.
And would never do that.
Right, we would never do that. And we're not coming at him personally. So you could stop with all the stuff that you think is personal. Whatever you're putting out there that you think is personal have already been put out there. Called Tyson Gravity at Black and Nobel. All of these things that Tariq Nasheed is saying, I've already addressed those things when Lennon Honors and a few other people came at me. So just chill with that, bro. Yeah. I've already addressed all of those things. I don't mind addressing it again for the listeners on Enemy Minds because I love our listeners. And I don't mind being very clear and being very transparent.
Okay. So you want to play a little bit more because I want him to get to my case, saying my name and actually putting that information. You got a wife, but you're going to put my personal information out for the world. Now, what if somebody did to you? You think it's hard to find out where you at or hard to find out information about your family? Yeah, what if somebody did that to your wife?
See, bro, that's a violation.
I have an 11-year-old son.
Right. That's a violation, bro. You don't put
I specifically don't put my government name online because I don't want my son to be at risk. I have an 11-year-old son.
That's dangerous, Tariq. Seriously, bro. Don't do that, man. I'm trying to let you know that. Don't do that. But it's cool. Don't worry about it.
You just stop playing games with this shit. No. Like, we're talking real talk. We're sharpening swords, not shots fired. Come on, man. We're sharpening swords. I'm saying I don't think she's deep. She ain't saying nothing really deep from what I heard, and that's why not too many people are really fucking with her like that. Let's keep it $150. And some of the shit she's saying, it sounds exactly like some of those fraudulent talking points that those pretend black feminists use. Those pretend black feminists, when they're trying to create a narrative, especially about me, they use the exact same talking point. All that macking, oh, he don't like black women, oh, he's anti-woman. You start throwing out these little slogans that you can't prove. I ain't never said I was anti-woman. How am I anti-woman and I do a lot for women? 90% of the people who bring me in to do lectures are women. So let's stop all that fake shit. Let's stop the fake outrage. And again, I'm not shitting on Griff. I'm just asking questions, brother. And again, people are sending me, there's a lot of emails people are sending me, man, that I'm not going to repeat here, brother. Some people that I don't know, some people that I do know. And I know him and Griff and ZaZa did this show about stripper culture and how, and I guess they were using my picture as an example, like, y'all, you, that pimpin', hoeing, mackin', stripper. And somebody hit me up tonight. Somebody was like, hey, man, Griff was doing security at a strip club before. So, all right, Griff, you were doing security at a strip club. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you do security at a strip club, allegedly, I don't know. People are telling, I don't know, brother. I don't know. Allegedly, brother. People are just sending me all types of shit. People are sending me all types of shit. I didn't know people felt a certain way about you. But again, I'm not trying to bring any kind of fucked up energy to the game, because that's not what I'm about, man. My movies resonate worldwide. I try to bring that heat, but when people come at me trying to so-called check me and it's fraudulent and it's on some bullshit and it's contradictory, then I gotta ask a couple of questions of my own. I just got to ask a couple of questions of my own. And this ZaZa chick, and I still fuck with you, Griff. I fuck with you. ZaZa, I think she's 100% fraud, dude. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's my hustle shit right there. Some of the shit she says is deliberately fraudulent. I think she's a complete fraud, bro. That's on the real. And I'm rarely wrong on certain shit like that. You dig? Just based on some of the shit she said, and she did some kind of Facebook post. I didn't read that shit. This woman wrote like a fucking Gettysburg Address about me on some Facebook page. I'm not reading it. I don't want to read that shit. I don't know what it's about, but I don't know if she's trying to get attention, trying to come up. I don't know what to do. Dude, I'm just trying to see. It looks real janky with y'all, man. That shit looks real janky. I'm going to tell y'all why she's fraudulent. First of all, I can tell by when people make up false narratives. That's all. I'm going to look at you funny style. When you start talking about anti-woman and, ooh, he don't like black women, that's a motherfucker lying to you. That's a motherfucker lying to you. And y'all, early on my show, my podcast tonight, I had a young lady call me from the Bay. And y'all know I got a lot of love in the Bay. I got a lot of love in the Bay. Lot of love in the Bay. Y'all know I keep it 100. I'm not no janky nigga. I ain't no bullshit artist. I keep it 100. And I got a couple of hits from the Bay. A couple of people hit me from the Bay who knows ZaZa. They telling me shit. Now, from what I understand, allegedly, ZaZa got some criminal cases going on up there in the Bay. ZaZa name is Ginger Daniel. People from the Bay, from the town, shout out to the town. Know a lot of hustlers in the town, but the niggas are hitting me up heavy. Y'all got to understand, man, this conscious movement is real small. So y'all, a lot of cats in the so-called conscious movement, which I'm not a part of, by the way. I don't really fuck with some of these so-called conscious cats, but that conscious movement thing is real small, fam. So a lot of times people kind of hype each other up and bullshit each other and make shit seem like it's hotter than what it is. But I fuck with a whole different crowd. And that crowd I fuck with is a little more real than that. And I'm getting reports in the Bay, from the Bay, that Ginger Daniel, ZaZa Ali, got indicted on some fraud shit up there, some legal fraud shit. I don't want to go too deep in that because, you know, it's just, come on, man. Y'all don't come for me, man. Don't do that. I'm not roasting anybody. We're just talking facts. Let's sharpen swords. We sharpening swords, brother. Like my man Griff said, we sharpening swords. So if we got to call stuff out, you want to call out my book cover? Well, let's call out people who are allegedly getting indicted for fraud out here talking about they're going to be schooling people in their conscience and all that, and they're going to be on this self-righteous shit where they want to check people. And you out here doing, allegedly, getting into fraudulent activities and getting legally caught up. I'm not going in on nobody. This is real talk right now. And I got several more emails I'm not here to embarrass nobody, man. I'm not here to embarrass nobody, dude. But for some reason, what's up, Ola? But for some reason, man, y'all know how I get down. Y'all listen to my show. Y'all know how I get down, man. When folks come at me, that's not. It never turns out good, man. It never turns out good for the folks who come at me because I got a different spirit and my spirit is real. So when y'all try to create a false narrative talking about pimping and macking, trying to create a false narrative as if I'm exploiting anybody, and you know I'm not, and the people who rock with me know I'm not, then it's not a good look on you. You dig what I'm saying? Excuse me. But again, folks in the conscious community, I love Brother Umar. Umar don't rep that conscious, those fake Hotep niggas either. But again, Griff, I fuck with you, man. I'm just asking questions. I'm not even accusing you of anything, brother. I'm just asking questions, brother. I'm just asking questions. Because see, a lot of what you were kind of doing, brother, you were kind of making an indictment, like all that pimping and macking. That was kind of making it seem like I'm doing some nefarious shit, or I'm teaching people some nefarious shit based on the word mac, brother. So I'm like, okay, where's that coming from, sir? That's what I'm saying. The call-in number, my number's wide open, 818-850-5404. That's my number. What's up, who's calling?
Oh, snap.
All right, so that's pretty much the end of it. After that, he wasn't really, right? Yeah. Was he saying anything else?
No, I really wasn't saying anything.
Okay.
But we have to deal with good. You got it.
Okay, so first of all, for you to put my name and my information out there like that, like I did something grimy towards you. Like you talking about we attacking you, we coming at you.
Yeah.
Bruh, stop.
And it never turns out good for those that come at them. We're not
coming. Who are you though? Like Nino Brown? Who are you? Why are you so gassed on yourself, bruh?
Ooh, coming at them.
Why are you so gassed on yourself, bruh? It's things that I could say, but I'm not gonna say because I don't want it to drop down into something else. Master Allah is putting pictures up of me. A picture of me on a website called Wayne.com. It's just a picture of me. It's nothing that I'm ashamed of or anything. Actually, this picture was on my Facebook page. This was like 2010. So thanks for...
He must have an infatuation or something with you.
Yeah, exactly. But check me if I'm wrong. Didn't I show high respect for Hidden Colors? Didn't I acknowledge? How? Okay.
Of course.
Let me read a little bit of what I said to him because I'm trying to figure out why he went so low. As a man with a wife and children, for you to do that to me,
right?
The worst case scenario is that I'm a black woman that's out here just trying to raise the consciousness of my people.
Right.
That whole idea of putting women, black women who challenge men into that category of black feminists, I see that a lot.
Right,
you can't do that to me.
That's their trick.
You can't do that to me.
Right.
Because I challenge women way more than I challenge men.
Right.
And I've been repeatedly adamant about being against feminism in the black community. That's a white woman's thing. How can a black woman be a feminist when feminism started from the white women's suffrage movement?
All right.
That's retarded. So, no, I'm not with that, and you can't put me in that corner. But to put out the...
Let me tell you one thing.
Yep.
Stay tuned, brothers and sisters, because the show goes on for another hour to the 11 o'clock hour. We're not signing off at 10, okay? We're not signing off at 10. All right.
So, anyway, now they're in the chat room putting up the link showing the original indictment, which was back in 2010. Thank you. Actually, you're doing me a favor. I got indicted in 2010 from something that happened in 2007, all right? So we're talking about years ago. As a loan processor, an independent consultant, I was working with brokers in the Bay Area.
Right.
As a loan processor, making $800 per file. The United States government served an indictment on me and wanted me to become an informant against the brokers that I was working with.
Right.
They had somebody who gave them a list of 20 people. All of the people, if you look at the link And look at this story. All of the people have Taiwanese names, 20-some-odd people. I didn't know any of them. They linked me into this link with these people because of the broker connection that we had. I was a loan processor making $800 per file. They wanted me to become an informant on the broker whose loans I was processing because he was doing fraudulent business. He was a black man. I said, no, I'm not going to do that because I know how the government gets down. I will never sign a piece of paper or ever become an informant for the United States government. So I've never been in trouble before, never had a case before. I'm taking it to trial. Didn't have money to get a high-powered lawyer or anything, so I'm dealing with a San Francisco issue private attorney who's a devil, who's working with the white man against me. They went to all kinds of lengths to break me. I took it to trial. I lost. I was supposed to go to jail for 24 to 37 months. That was the original sentence that the judge set up for me. Now, mind you, it's a lot of these dudes already out here talking about going up against the white man.
Yeah. Or putting them in rap songs.
Or making videos called Hidden Colors, White Supremacy. You talking about going up against the white man. I did it by myself. Was in court every day alone. Did it alone. Lost the case. Was supposed to go to jail. And when I got up in the court, I don't want to go too far into that. But long story short, they ended up reducing my sentence and adding some more penalties against me, which I've already taken care of. But, bruh, you talking about you making a movie about racism, white supremacy, and I'm a victim of racism, white supremacy, and you trying to use that as a litmus test against me? You need to stop. While you driving around in your damn $200,000 European car? I'm the epitome of a victim of the system of racism, white supremacy, and I fought it. And it was a win for me, not because I didn't have to go to jail, but because they didn't break me.
Right.
So
now, wait,
for everybody who's listening and for the people who are in the chat room putting up links, all you're doing is putting information that's going to a page that's saying I was indicted.
But didn't you already put that out there?
I already put it out there. I put all of this out there.
When did you put that out there?
I was on house arrest for a year and a half. Mind you, while I'm on house arrest, I'm still working for black people. Never said anything to anybody, never made it public, never made it an issue. Let's see, I think 2013, early 2013. I put up the whole story, everything that happened, wrote it out on my Facebook page, made it public. So the information that you're putting out, that you're giving out, it's not news. Tariq Nasheed, that's not news. And if me having a felony bars me from teaching black people in general, then how many?
Marcus Garvey, Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Huey Newton. I could go on.
But you're trying to somehow paint me in a certain light because the United States government came after me and made charges that should have been a slap on the wrist. Really tried to take my life and take me away from my son, and I stood up against them and fought them and can prove every word that I'm saying. Stop. Now, what hardships when have you gone up against the white man?
Well, he said he went to jail.
He said he went to jail numerous times, actually.
Yeah.
So what is your point? What is your point?
Right.
What does that mean to the people who are in the chat room? What does that mean? Because you're putting information up about the fact that I was indicted. If you can't handle that, I'm not. Listen, I was born and raised in East Oakland, California. Half of my family was destroyed by crack cocaine. I grew up having our doors kicked in, the police pulling guns on us. I've had 3 people that I know from Oakland get shot and killed, including my blood cousin. 3 people in the past month. So you might have love in Oakland, but that's my city. I love Oakland. That's my blood there. I might look a certain type of way to people because I'm light-skinned with wavy type hair. No, I grew up in the gutter and pulled myself up out of that dysfunction and pulled myself up. Basically, I didn't grow up with my mother.
So well, that's the other thing that people come at you for.
Yeah, I grew up as a motherless child. I didn't even grow up with my father. I grew up living with a bunch of different people in my family. So all you niggas and Negroes who like to sit around and talk about my life, you would have never been able to walk a mile in my shoes.
Right, exactly.
Ever. And I'm still here, and I'm still shining without Tariq Nasheed. You talking about nobody knows me? You think so?
Wow. I was shocked when he said that.
Really?
Everywhere we go.
Stop lying, bro.
Like ZaZa Ali.
Everywhere I go, people recognize me. And not for showing my ass, not for dressing like the women in your book covers, but for using my mind and for loving my people.
Right.
I could easily put on a mini skirt and look like those chicks.
Right.
And be rich by now.
Right.
But I chose the path less traveled.
All right, we're gonna take a deep breath here, and we're gonna break for commercials, and we'll be right back. All right, we're not signing off. We're gonna be here to 11 o'clock, and we're gonna open up the phone lines in just a minute.
Say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud. Wear your pride on your chest with Foxy's unique limited edition apparel for men, women, and kids. Check them out at myfoxy.com. That's myfoxy.com. At Foxy, they even have a variety of art, pillows, and more at myfoxy.com. Use coupon code MMBTRS14 and get 10% off your order. Get Foxy. Does your business need a boost? Did you hire Pookie and them to do your logo? At Free Yourself Designs, we can help you and your business stand out with our graphic design services, backed by our 100% custom design guarantee. Call us today, 919-964-FYD1. That's 919-964-3931. Or email us at freeyourselfdesigns@outlook.com. Free yourself and free your mind with Free Yourself Designs.
Are you an author, music artist, or entrepreneur? If you have an amazing book, brand, or vision you want to see come to life, contact Uzben, a Brooklyn-born artist specializing in original Afrocentric hip-hop and cultural artwork for books, logos, CD covers, apparel, and more to fit your unique taste. So email artist@uzben.com, ARTIST@UTHVEN.com. Visit online at uzben.com or call Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 646-362-3370. That's 646-362-3370, and make the visual as one of a kind as you are.
Whistles and pistols at nightfall. Bang on them for the lives that remain lost. Click clack as the get back. New attitude for black. Got a bang for the way they treat us like animals. Police clap and beat us like animals. Police black with heaters to protect and to serve. Better know who your enemies are. Been too much talking, man. No talking. No more speeches, candles, no marches. No more grieving parents. No sharking. No more calls for peace. Let's spark it and ride on these kids till the wheels fall off. Collide for our rights till we rise above. Ain't no time for no talking, let's chalk them off. Back them off at the shoulder call. Till they recognize it's the night of a long night. Night of a long night. Night of a long night. Night of a long night.
Oh, black. So man, Paris.
Come together, hope we don't collide.
Real Funk, man, Paris. Night of a long night. And we're black. This is Professor Griff and ZaZa Ali on NMEMINDZ Radio. Let me tell you something. If I was known like you're known now, like me just kind of, doing what I do, music industry, or matter of fact, not even the music industry, that's a whole different, just in different circles. I think I'd be a lot further than. I mean, here I am, teenager, dropping this kind of stuff. They look at me like, bruh, you were leftover Black Panther, because the whole look and all that kind of stuff, I was there with it, like kind of dropping stuff a long time ago. But anyway.
Well, and this whole thing about, and it's cool because I was built for this. I went through that whole light skin thing with my family all my life, so it's not really that big of a deal. But this whole thing about she only got to where she at because of how she looks. People are only gassing you up because of how you look. Okay, men might do that. Women don't do that.
No, they definitely don't do that.
If anything, trying to deal with sisters, the whole light skin thing, can be a very negative thing and can work against me. The love that I get from black women all over the world, you would never even, oh my God. If I just read some of the things that some of the sisters say in some of the conversations, I've had women crying in my presence. You witness it.
Yeah, I witnessed it.
Break down in tears. Why? What am I doing that makes me, that makes people look at me in such a negative light?
I don't know.
What do I talk about? But that's outside of being uplifting.
Right.
That's if you know, of course I go hard. I mean, you know, I'm a student of Elijah Muhammad. I got Khalid Muhammad in my blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm going to be more ferocious and more fiery. But that's who I am. I grew up in Oakland. I'm from the Panthers. But I'm also very humble.
Right.
And I'm also I'm very studious. You know.
Right. I know.
What people say, what qualifies you to be on stage with elders? A brother asked me on our Facebook page, what qualifies you to be on stage with elders? You know how much studying I did starting at 18 years old? You know how many elders and ancestors that I actually studied? You know how much hell I've been through in my life? That's what qualifies me. What, you want to know if I got a degree? You looking for a BA or an MBA, and then in the same breath talking about how much, you know, we need to stay out of the white man's school? Stop that. So y'all can talk noise about me all you want to, but you can't stop my shine. You're not going to stop my progress.
They didn't give it to you. How are they going to take it?
You're not going to stop the momentum that I have. You can forget about that.
Right.
You can write blogs. You can write on YouTube videos. You can come in the chat room. You can say whatever you want to say, but you're not going to stop what the Creator has put in me for me to give to my people. So you can forget it.
Right, exactly.
With that said, let me read a part of this, and then you can go into the callers.
I want to take the callers.
We're taking the callers. This is the post that I put up on Facebook, and I'm just going to read a part of it because, like I said in when I wrote it, this is not just about Tariq Nasheed. All of us need to be checked. As a people, how could any one of us be sitting back bragging about anything with the condition of black people? Are you out of your damn mind?
Right, exactly. When we get free, then we can, flex. But right now,
what you gonna do when them white boys pull up to you and put that still next to you and took your head while you in that Bentley? Then what? Who you gonna think gonna come support you then? Who you gonna be calling for to support you then? I don't know why you keep bagging on the black conscious community. That's who's supporting you. I said it's time for brothers to stop having built-in alibis for their bullshit. I'm gonna say that again. It's time for brothers to stop having built-in alibis for their bullshit. There isn't a civilization or nation in the annals of history that was respected by the world simultaneously disrespecting its women. The over-sexualization of black men needs to stop. You are aiding to that culture by keeping our brothers focusing on sex and ass. And we didn't even play the other clip from the other show that he did where he said, these young brothers like ass, so I give them ass. The sisters like to twerk, so I post twerking. You said that, bruh. So you operating on a nigger frequency, that's cool, but we operating on a God frequency. Respect that. So I said stop being scared to expect more from our sons. They are not stupid. They are in need of guidance from men, not males straddling the fence of manhood. If you don't want to be held accountable, then stop being a black man. Otherwise, you are always going to be held to a higher standard. The disrespect and mockery of black women needs to stop. Every time you post those pictures, you are disrespecting all of us. The same way the media campaign to destroy black manhood via Bill Cosby, Adrian Peterson, Ray Rice, etc., was and is a personal blow to you, whether they are guilty or not. Put those shoes on when it comes to our mothers, daughters, and sisters. Stop with the hypocrisy. High-fiving young brothers for being players, then in the next breath complaining about abortion statistics. Stop complaining about the effeminization of black boys and the homosexual epidemic in our communities if you are going to teach boys to hate women. That bros over hoes madness is starting to smell like Rome. And you can take that how you want to, since you didn't read my post. But to say that, I never said you said hate black women. I never said you said to hate black women. But there's an undertone in your voice that a lot of black women have heard. Maybe you don't hear it, maybe you don't see it, but we see it. And all these brothers who came on, let me read this one. Can I just read this? This one thing that this brother came on. This is one of Tariq Nasheed's followers, one of his sons, actually. He said, "You a whack-ass chick. Women need to stop blaming men for their own actions when it has to do with them making the important choices of their own bodies. Ms. ZaZa Ali, you've lost a subscriber to your cause just like that instantly. You're just like the rest of these single moms out here with a chip on your shoulder. I guess you thought being light-skinned was supposed to give you one up on niggas, huh? Man, I hate having avenues of knowledge get cut off because somebody I thought was thorough falls off. Get your mind right. Here goes the light-skinned thing again. Y'all hung up on that. I'm not. You color-struck, bruh. You need to go see a therapy. Y'all need therapy. Because for me, black is the standard of beauty. I grew up around black people. My sister, my whole family, everybody's dark-skinned. So I don't understand that aspect. But I have been at the other end of them putting that off on me. You got issues and you putting it off on me.
Right. When have they ever heard you say or do anything to uplift your light-skinnedness? Ever. It's like when.
And the sisters that love me the most is chocolate. But the thing that he said, you're just like the rest of these single moms out here. I'm not a single mother.
Right.
I have a very good relationship with my son's father. I talked to him today for an hour. My son is with his father right now. Has been there since March of last year. His father is taking care of his son, stepping in, filling in the void while I'm out here doing what I got to do to set up to establish a foundation for us. So I'm not a bitter black woman. I love black men. I love my brothers. I don't like the niggas, but I love black men. I have a very good relationship with my son's father, so I'm not a single mother. So don't even try to put – I know y'all used to talking about them kind of women, probably on the Tariq Nasheed Elite show. I'm not that. I'm not a black feminist. So I said what I had to say. Brothers don't want to get held accountable for their behavior. You want to talk about black power and black economics, but don't want to clean your own house. As a black woman, I'm speaking to all the brothers. This is not just about Tariq Nasheed. We are tired. I had a back and forth conversation with a sister from the UK. She is so disgusted with black men and hurt by black men.
Yeah.
And she got 2 children, and she trying to figure it out. Where's your love and compassion at? You know how many black women got killed in ships coming over here, and how many sisters got killed trying to defend men? How many sisters got lynched and hung? The black woman has been the glue in the community. We would be nothing without us. Of course we have issues, but they don't outnumber yours. Right. So with that said, you come at me with your best, but I promise you, I got the Lord of the Worlds in my corner, so you ain't going to win. So just keep trying. But while you fighting me, you're not fighting this devil. And that's the problem that a lot of you brothers have. You want to take your frustration out on black women because you're scared to go up against this white man. We can open the call lines now.
All right. As always, please respect the host, and we can move this conversation along. If you have any questions or comments, please, no long dissertations. We're going to open up the phone line, and we want to hear what you have to say about this particular subject. We're talking about beyond the conscious divide, bridging this conscious gap. All right. Caller from the 904 area code. Peace. This is Professor Griff and ZaZa Ali.
What's good, Griff? This is ZaZa.
Peace. What's good?
I want to commend Sister ZaZa on the post. I read it 2 days ago. I've been posting and people been sharing it. I thought it was a good perspective on the big picture of things that we got to look within ourselves as pointed towards the brothers, but as a circumspect overall from the black community that we should look upon and see the bigger issue in regards to how we disrespect one another, how we treat each other. And I want to say to this issue in regards to Brother Tariq that it seemed like his voice was kind of morphing each time that he I don't know if he playing a character or whatever, but it seems kind of double-minded that he's coming across. One minute he's saying something in regards to you, then he's trying to make it valid or truthful. But I just want to commend both of you and be careful with them trolls that y'all keep with them chat lines. A lot of times people
We know the computer program. We know the agents. We know.
Yeah, but you're right. He was real soft when he talked about Griff. Then when he talked about me, he kind of got real manly. But it was, I love Griff. That's my brother. ZaZa is a fraud.
Yeah.
That's like we was talking to the brother earlier today, and he was like, "Man, you ain't from the streets, bro. You can't say, I love you, but I don't like the dude you rolling with. That's not how this works."
No, it don't work that way,
That's
man.
not how this works.
The dude is cool. Griff, you cool. But that chick that you rolling with, that you doing your thing, she's a fraud. So what are you saying about me then?
Right.
Anyway, we really appreciate you, brother.
Yep. Thank you, brother.
All right, y'all take care.
All right,
you
peace.
Too.
Call up from the 803, and then we're going to bounce over. Where's my other call? We're going to do the 803. And where's my man? I think I lost him. Dang. We're going to hit the 919 and 804. All right? Y'all sit tight for 1 second. 803. Call from 803. Peace. How you feel, good brother?
Hotep. What's up now?
Did you say Hotep?
Yeah, I did.
Did you say? Oh, man.
Yeah. Is that a good thing?
I don't know. According to Tariq Nasheed, we the Hotep niggas. I don't know. But Hotep is
no. See, yeah, that's what I was about to say, too, for tonight, man. That word, man, I hate that word. And just the fact that he used it so lightly, also used it to refer to himself as a human being, profanity everywhere. Got the word being so you just used so loosely tonight. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I can't roll with that. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. I told Griff when y'all come to South Carolina.
No, we're gonna try to plan it right now. We got a couple of sisters out there that's really deep into the community. They trying to bring ZaZa out, and I'll be there, man. So look forward this summer, man. We're gonna try to make it out your way. All right?
Okay. All right. So no.
All right. Peace.
You won't come be my assistant like I'm your assistant? Always.
Okay.
Carrying your bags.
Just like that. I'm going to come to
you.
Caller from the 757 area code. Peace. What's good?
Peace, Griff. Peace, ZaZa. Sister Monique. How y'all doing?
Peace. How are you?
I'm good. I just want to make it real brief before Griff turn the music up on me. But I want to start off by saying for Brother Tariq, first of all, God always will build God, and goddesses will always build goddesses. And you and Griff do that. You build us up. You teach us. You both put out information so we can learn from it. You don't take any compensation from anybody, from anything. Everything is free. Now, as far as Brother Tariq is concerned, I got Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3 here. Great information, stuff I've studied, but great information. He put it on film. Clap, boo-hoo for him. But I just feel like, is this a hustle for you? Are you really for the people? Or seriously, are you really for the people? Is this a hustle for you? Or are you just doing it just to show face? I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. To the supporters and the listeners, y'all have me confused and twisted too. Your loyalty to me, the loyalty is out the door for me. I'm big on loyalty, and a lot of y'all, I just don't understand it. I really don't understand it. ZaZa, keep walking into what you're doing. When you're doing something right, people are going to hate, and that's okay. I love it. Griff, never change. Never, ever, ever, ever change. I love everything that y'all doing. And the last thing I want to say to Brother Tariq, your little cute threats at the end was hysterically funny to me, and I played it back like 5 times, and I laughed my ass off because that shit was hilarious. You are not built for anything, so knock it off. But anyway, that's all I have to say. Sister ZaZa and Griff, you have pretty much touched on everything that I was going to say. I love y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. I appreciate you. The supporters, the real supporters appreciate y'all. And that's it. I just love y'all.
All right. We love you too, Queen. Sister. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Okay, caller from, I guess they're calling from a computer. Caller from the 111. Caller, peace. What's good? It's Professor Griff ZaZa Ali. Caller, you must be calling from your computer. All right. Anyway, caller from the 732 area code. Caller from the 732.
Hotep, brother. Hotep,
how you feel?
Hotep.
Oh man, I'm so crushed by this because I see. I've never heard of this brother, but I heard of Hidden Colors 2 and Hidden Colors 3. So the brother has value. 100%. The brother has value. Y'all representing every day. So y'all have value. So what's crushing is, I believe we are all on the same team. And to see the disagreement like this is crushing me.
What do you think the disagreement is?
I'm hearing a lot of back and forth from his video because, like I said, I've never really heard of the brother. But when y'all said he did the Hidden Colors, I said, okay, well, he must be serious. That's because I don't know the guy. I never heard of him until y'all mentioned him Tuesday.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm afraid of, brother. Just to be honest with you, this is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the twice we went back and forth with one another, and the whole thing is lost. What is the reason why we're even having this discussion?
We've been on the air for 2.5 hours. I mean, I feel what you're saying, and everybody is kind of like, oh no, and cringing and biting their nails. But this is a serious discussion that needs to be had. We never got gully. We never got dirty. We never hit below the belt. This conversation started off talking about the degradation and disrespect of black women. So if you're going to say this is disappointing to me, at least know what it's about.
Right, exactly.
The conversation is about the disrespect and degradation of black women. That's where it all started. Nobody's trying to make bones off Tariq Nasheed. That's where it started. So
I understand.
When somebody's going to come to you and say, well, what is this beef about? There's no beef. We're grown men and women having a conversation. We may not be having it personally, but we're having a conversation.
Let me say it this way. I would feel better you all and him got together outside of the public, behind closed doors, and chop this up however y'all got to chop it up, and then come out with a united black front.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. And I promise you,
that's all I'm talking about. That's all I'm talking about. Because I know y'all doing. I know y'all putting work in. I know y'all putting work in. If he is behind Hidden Colors, then he putting work in. So to me, it sounds like y'all both against the same fight, white supremacy. That's what it sounds like to me. So y'all the same team.
That's what it is. But my thing is, I want to be able to know that I can soldier with you, bruh, and Tariq Nasheed, and he's not looking over my shoulder looking at ZaZa saying she's a fraud and saying she's a whole bunch of other stuff.
Well, and
that's out of order. 100%. 100% that's out of order. 100% he's out of order. He's out of order 100%.
He put me in a position and put my information out on blast and talked about me in a way that can get me hurt. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. 100%. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for everybody that's like, oh, you guys need to just come together and sit down and talk it out, that's going to be a hell of a conversation if and when it happens. But let's not just, brush this to the side like it's just some little. He put my life at risk last night. He put me in a position and put information the way he talked about me to his minions and these clowns that he has following him. I could get hurt behind this. This conversation started about the degradation and disrespect about black women, and we've basically proven that that's what he's doing because he did it to me.
I understand.
All right, good. As a man, I'm going to take your advice as a man, like I've always done. And I don't even know you, but I hear the sincerity in your voice. I'm going to continue to put my number out there for him and anyone else that wants to reach him. I wrote his number down. I'm going to call that number tomorrow. You see, I'm not beyond reproach. You can come at me and talk to me. My number's there. Griff, you said something on your show the other night that wasn't quite right, and I'll check myself, or you could check me, all right, and I'll straighten it out. But I want to be able to approach him and be able to have the dialogue.
I understand. I understand. I just wanted to say that one part that I would feel that we can get behind closed doors and then we can come out as I'm sure that we all can work our differences out of the public, and then we can come out as a united black front and go ahead and get this devil that really is our enemy.
Right. All right.
That's
all right.
my only point. All right. I appreciate the both of you. I love the both of you. Y'all doing such work, and I'm so proud of you, and I really appreciate it.
We love you,
Before
brother.
we go on that, thank you so much for what y'all do.
All right, thank you.
Hotep.
And I'm a passionate person. I don't want anybody to think that I'm coming off at them. But this what we do. It's not. We're not bank tellers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like when my book comes out, I'm gonna have a whole lot of people looking at me that could be dangerous people. And I ain't talking about Tariq Nasheed. I'm talking about corporations who are poisoning our people. That's the level I'm on. This is some bull to me, to be honest.
Right. Caller from the 214 area code. It's Professor Griff ZaZa Ali. What's good?
Hey, what's going on, Griff?
Peace. How you feel?
What's going on? Hey, peace. How you doing, ZaZa?
Peace.
I just want to say, to Tariq, he said that he ain't a part of the conscious community, but in Hidden Colors 1, he got Sabir Bey, Booker T. Coleman, and Phil Valentine.
Right.
Who, you know, I would think would be a part of the conscious community.
That's right.
And I want him to expound on, what them Hotep niggas is,
Right.
I don't ride the nigga train, and I ain't in Niggerville. And shout out to Phil Moreland. I just don't, his energy all wrong. You know what I'm saying? If he had an issue with ZaZa, then, he got the means to get it ZaZa or get it Griff without, putting that out there like that. Nobody government name out there like that. He 100% wrong. And if he comes out with Hidden Colors 4, I ain't buying it. I ain't supporting it. Shout out to the RBGs over there in Fort Worth, the Doc Bookshop. Hey, peace.
Oh, yeah, Doc's, man. I've been at Doc's a few times, man. Matter of fact, we're going to have to get over at Doc's. All right, really appreciate you, good brother.
Peace, King. Good looking out. And, he said something that, we talked about earlier, this whole thing about not being in the conscious community. Who you think is following Phil Valentine and Booker T. Coleman and Sabir Bey and Francis Cress Wilson?
Right, the conscious community.
The brothers in the Dashikis coming to see
and
Francis
the
Cress
Kufis
Wilson.
and the RBGs
and the
and the black,
and the Ankhs and the So you gonna slap a black man with a Kufi on and come on.
Caller from the 347 area code. That's caller from the 347. Peace. What's good? It's Griff ZaZa. What's happening?
Hotep. Peace. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
It's Brother Red Pill calling from Know the Ledge.
Red Pill.
Yes, sir. Calling the family to show some support. You feel me? Because at times like this, when there's attempts to divide the community and, spread disunity, amongst the family, it's important that we step up as other brothers and sisters who are on the front line, doing the work, putting our lives on the line. Us Hotep niggas out there, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that means. It's disparaging at the end of the day because, like what was said earlier, the whole lineup of Hidden Colors is from the conscious community. So,
that's right.
So what you doing, though? Are you using our brothers and sisters from the conscious community and it's saying that you're not down with the conscious community and they some dusty niggas and things like that? So are you saying by proxy that you're pimping our conscious community, our leaders, our teachers? Because I come from the metaphysical underground, the dark matter think tank, which, by proxy is a part of the conscious community. We are part of the lecture community that Phil Valentine hails from. Dr. Phil Valentine, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. These are authors, family, and these are lecturers. Let's not get it misconstrued at the end of the day. It's a contingency of authors and lecturers that compromise the teachers, the scholars who help build up what is known now as the conscious community. That is a network of different schools of thought and knowledge outside of the fact that some of them don't have the same ideology, it is a collective of different schools of thought. Nation of Islam, the Nation of Gaza Nerf, the Fruit of Islam, the Physical Underground, the brothers and sisters in the occult community, the Hebrew Israelites, the Moors, and all of the different factions that they represent, the Rastafari and Nyabingis, the Zulu Nation, the Zulu Kemetic Moors, all right, and all of the other, the New Covenant, HOK, KTL, NMEMINDZ. I could go on for days. Okay? And I don't know, like, I've heard this on many occasions, and like you said earlier, this is the ability to start conversations. I applaud you, ZaZa Ali, and I applaud you, Griff, for the simple fact that you are not afraid to create conversations in the community. Now, there's a conversation that we all need to have as a collective, and that's dealing with code of conduct. I've listened to my brother Umar Johnson recently throw the conscious community under the bus. I've listened to Sarah Supasetti say he's not a part of the conscious community. Now I heard brother Tariq Nasheed and a few other brothers have voiced this sentiment. One of the reasons that they said that they are not a part of it is because there's no code of conduct, and they don't want to be a part of something that has no code of conduct. Me being somebody that's about loyalty, and I function greatly under organizations that have a level of discipline, I appreciate that sentiment, and I can feel what they're saying. However, I know that at the end of the day, we are all on a collective mission. We are all on the front lines teaching the same damn people about the same damn things. There's no there's no copyright on information. This is all flowing from the Most High. We standing on the shoulders of Garvey. We standing on the shoulders of Elijah. We standing on the shoulders of Drew Ali. You can't jump off now, okay? That's the key that you came in this door with. Your ass is in the building and you stuck there. And as grown men, you got to sit at the table and deal with your brothers and sisters in the community and iron it out. Because ain't no other community outside of this. Who you talking to? Who you touching? Who you building with? The aliens? What is your circle?
Right.
If it's not the community and the network, so you feed it off for the community, but you're not part of the community.
Right. Pill, let me ask you something, man. So I'm just man to man, me to you. Once we come into a certain degree of knowledge, right, and we raise our vibrational pitch and we become these spirit beings, right, and we reach aren't there certain things that we have to put away and we're done with?
We evolve.
For example, we evolve, right. So I'm thinking, just as a man, from me to you as men, there's just certain things that we don't do no more that we used to do as teenagers, little boys, 16 and 17 and 18, right or wrong?
It's part of our journey, facts.
Okay, and only thing I'm saying about the picture that Tariq Nasheed used to promote Hidden Colors 4, it disturbed me because I put Tariq on a level where I'm thinking we put that stuff away. Can you imagine me coming out with my next book, but I got some chick naked, in the advertisement saying, yo, pick up my next book. It's called The Divine So-and-so and so-and-so and so. No, I can't do that. We have to put that stuff away. And if Pill, Sonetta, Dot, anybody can't, Phil Valentine, anybody can't call Griff and check me if I did do something stupid like that, then who am I? None of us are beyond reproach. All of us should be able to get checked sooner or later, one time or another. And Lord knows we need checking.
But that's what this community is built off of, and that's why we do what we do, because we're checking each other. Yes, steel does sharpen steel. You know what I'm saying? That is a statement that rings true. When brothers and sisters in New York when they have differences, what you realize or what you've seen is the brothers take it to the debate forum, okay? And they still has been sharpening steel over the past few years. Everybody is not comfortable with it. Everybody doesn't agree that it's the right thing to do. But these are some of the things that have evolved where our brothers could take their differences and get it done, but information-wise, not personals. That was a black eye in the beginning, and it got hashed out. Brothers and sisters have evolved from that, and now what you're dealing with is information being put on the front line, and that's being hashed out. And we're growing from that, family. We're continuing to grow. You have to be patient. These are brothers and sisters that are of the hip-hop generation. This is not because people are under the impression that the conscious community is being, steered or run by the elders who put in the 40 and the 30 years work. Phil Valentine will tell you right now, he retired. He sat down and handed over the reins to the brothers and sisters who are on the front lines right now. Bobby Hemmett, God bless the brother, he went through his health issues, and right now he's recuperating. Delbert Blair and all of the elders who put their lives on the line for 30 to 40 years, they are trying to sit back and let the brothers and sisters do the work, put themselves out there, put their information there. Brothers like Polite, brothers like Seti, brothers like Griff, Red and Blue, all of the brothers that are A.A. Rashid, their lines, there's a whole lot of brothers who don't even get recognized by these brothers that are out here talking about at the community, trying to throw the brothers who are putting in that work way before other people came along, and still will be putting in work when they're gone.
Yep.
So I don't think that we need to, be involved in any more division in the community from the brothers who have followers. You know what I'm saying? People that hang on to their words and they listen to everything that they say, and they don't need to operate like that. We need to work more about bringing these networks together. One thing I do want to add, and it's an interesting thing that was brought up with the topic about the sexual abuse and the way that our sisters are being exploited. Why don't we do this? Why don't we get into this problem solving theory? Because Sister ZaZa Ali, being from Oakland, being a very beautiful sister, women are attracted to that energy. Women are attracted to the wisdom that you have. Brother Tariq Nasheed, he's part of that life. He's coming from he understands, that culture and whatnot. And I'm sure that there's many women who recognize his face. Mm-hmm. Then we got other brothers and sisters who are also very, magnetic when it comes to, like, they could go around sisters who are a part of that culture or that life, meaning like strippers and things of that nature, and they could pull them in with their energy and help them and talk to them. So I feel the energy that we have as a collective, we need to put that energy instead of dealing with, because there's a lot of gossip going on. I heard a lot of chitter-chatter from, during these few days going on and stuff, and that's not the goal. I feel like the goal should be, how could we collectively come together to help these sisters who are being exploited, kidnapped, murdered, sex slaves, and taken advantage of, and need our help.
Exactly. Brother, that's exactly what's going with it. Thank you so much for saying that. You're the first person,
no doubt,
since this whole thing popped off, that went to the root of what we were trying to say. It's a whole generation of young brothers and sisters and women out here that are being raped and abused and sold and misused, and it's time for us to start talking about it. It's time for us to start doing something about it. Thank you so much for saying that. That was the whole point. Yeah, and thank you so much for
hopefully that solution could come out of that, and people ain't in their feelings and whatnot, and we could deal with some grown folks, and they could demonstrate, because the world is watching right now. Right. The world is watching this. I hope this don't turn into the tit for tat kind of thing. And we could be men and women.
That's why we're doing the show. It's
on our
ending.
end,
I ain't talking about it on your side. I ain't saying, look, I listened to the show tonight. I applaud y'all for being upstairs with it, meaning, approaching things from a higher level and a higher degree. You really are able to see the character and the integrity of our leaders when they're under fire. That's my barometer. That's my litmus test. I don't care about all of that when you just sitting back in cruise control and no shots are coming at you. Can you stand in a line of fire and still be in your higher self when you're under fire? That is a test. And I applaud both of you, brother. I applaud you and Griff for being your higher selves and standing up and doing what needs to be done and clarifying miscommunications or disinformation. Salute. And hopefully this weekend at the Warriors Conference, that conversation could be brought up about code of conduct, because those brothers and sisters that are showing up, they are some of the brothers and sisters that are going to be the ones that can easily enforce that. So we really need to put that on the table, and that's a fact.
Yes, sir.
Oh, give thanks. Really appreciate you, good brother.
Yep, definitely.
All right, peace, Pill.
Peace to the God.
Okay.
He said it. That's all I believe.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever heard anybody deal with what we actually said.
This is real out here, bruh. 170,000 black children went missing in 2011. I ain't trying to start no. 170,000 black children went missing. If that don't alarm you, that don't shake you to your core, and we're not even talking about it, I'm glad we got all this out the way, because now we can get back to what's important, building our people. That's what we're about.
Right. This is what we said in the beginning, brothers. This is caller from the 646 area code. Peace. This is NMEMINDZ Radio. What's good?
Yo, Griff, what up, bro?
Peace. What's good, man?
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, all right. First off, I just want to say, I listen to your podcast every week, especially with Brother Rich on his YouTube channel. I just want to say that I just feel like, don't we got enough problems right now? Like, why we beefing over beef? I totally understand that, our sisters, our queens and stuff like that. We should have respect, but I think the point that Tariq was trying to say is, what are the typical stereotypes that African American males do? What we do, we go to the clubs, we pop bottles, we go to the strip club. He's trying to stay from his standpoint, instead of using that money at the strip club and doing all that, come contribute to Hidden Colors. I don't think in any way he meant disrespect to the sisters. That's what I got from it.
Can I ask you, what's your name, bro?
My name is Wilson. I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Listen, can I ask you something? Between you and I, just as men, we'll leave ZaZa out of this, all right? Just you and me, all right?
All right, brother.
Okay, cool. If I was doing an advertisement for my movie coming out, very positive movie, I got a movie coming out. Could I use your mama and put her in a bikini and put her on my advertisement?
Okay, all right. You made your point. You made your point about that.
No, bro. Nah, bro. No. Talk to me like a man. Can I use your mama and your daughter?
6 years old, brother. I'm in the hood. Come on, bro. Don't come.
We always want to back down when it gets real. See, when the rubber meets the road now, I can't use his mother for that advertisement, but my sister got to be in there.
Yeah.
My cousin, my niece. Come on, bro.
Y'all stop. Y'all want to see beef.
It ain't no beef.
It ain't no beef. We having he got gully with it. We just addressing the things that he said, but there's no beef. Tomorrow when we wake up, we going right back to work. Probably when this is over. He going right back to studying. I'm going right back to doing my studying. This ain't like this. This is a big thing for y'all. Obviously, it's a big thing for y'all. It's not like that. This ain't Tupac versus Biggie. Stop that.
Right, but you know something? When I talk to men, I talk to men like men.
I see.
Okay, but when I talk to a man, I want a man to talk to me and be real, because I just asked the brother, can I use his mama? And all of a sudden now we want to throw up our defense. Oh, I get your point. I see where you go. No, bruh. You should have seen where ZaZa was going there. See, now the rubber meets the road.
Now it's real.
Tariq got mad because you said it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a woman said it.
Because I said it. Mm-hmm.
And brothers, we need to be real with ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But if brother from the 646 area code, excuse me for getting loud with you, but I wanted to move ZaZa out of the way so you and I can talk as men. Because if I can't use your daughter and your mama, then Tariq shouldn't be using anybody, any woman, in these advertisements for Hidden Colors 4. Women in the hot tub grabbing each other's butts and all this kind of stuff to promote Hidden Colors 4? No, I'm offended by that. And this ain't no fake outrage. And any of you brothers that agree with that kind of madness, let's use your girlfriend and your wife and your daughter in these advertisements.
And that's what I'm saying. We keep talking about the issues black people have, but we don't really want to talk about the issues that we have. This is a problem. It's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's an issue. I don't care if the women took the pictures. I don't care if they pimps took the pictures.
Right.
It's a problem.
But listen, Hidden Colors 4 is a successful brand. You don't have to go there,
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that.
Never had to do that.
Never had to do
You could have came on NMEMINDZ Radio. We would have had our listeners support you. You never had to do that.
Never had to do that. So, but the same people that call and make comments like that, they want to see that kind of stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Then take your ass to the strip club. That's all you got to do.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that. Those images are not shocking anymore. We're so we're so jaded and we're so numb.
Not for Hidden Colors 4.
Yeah.
If they was doing
about racism, white supremacy.
Exactly. It's like, come on.
If you want to talk about the Moors or, something that have racism, white supremacy, and you're going to exploit black women and say, ha, it was just a joke.
Not doing it. Hold on.
And
caller from the 919 area code.
Peace, it's B-Son. What's going on? Peace, ZaZa.
B-Son, what's good with you, man?
Bruh.
What's up?
Not much, man. I'm just checking in on the call. Off the rip, man, I just have a problem with his approach towards ZaZa. I don't like his tone and what he was saying towards women, period. That's the issue that I have. Other than that, I think he should just do his thing, y'all do y'all thing, and just keep it moving.
Exactly. That's what we're going to do.
Exactly what's going to
We're
happen.
not going to boycott the movie. We ain't whatever. It's what it is. But I'm telling you, when it goes down, B-Son, all right? I keep telling everyone, the first 10,000 bullets are going to be for our people. When I say our people, I mean them Negroes out there that's exploiting women and all that other kind of stuff. Because I'm telling you, if I fall on the battlefield, right, I can't leave that nigga alive to pimp my daughter, to mac my daughter. You understand what I'm saying? We can't take, John Henry Clark says, we can't take any of this madness that the white man has given us into our new reality. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing of what that he's created we can use in our new paradigm. Can't use it. I'm definitely not using no Mac lessons and no pimping lessons. End of the story.
Yeah, I listened to the interview and I've heard some of his stuff before. I haven't heard all of it, but I can see where ZaZa is coming from.
Yeah, and I've had brothers who have been writing and saying, I listen to his stuff all the time. I've never heard anything. He's never disrespected black women. I listened to the Mac lessons before. I heard it. I felt it as a woman. He put a post up not too long ago. It wasn't recently, but it was definitely last year, talking about you ain't a real man if you never put a woman out of your house or your car. It's almost kindergarten level. Like, come on, bruh. Come on.
Yeah, but we got, what's the dude name from Florida? This young dude. Whatever his damn name is.
Yeah.
He's listening to this stuff, processing and stuff, and making it part of his being.
Of course, if he's doing good, then big up. If he's giving the brothers a righteous message and it ain't mixed with falsehood, then big up for that.
Okay.
If you eating and your soul is being fed off Tariq Nasheed, then keep listening to Tariq Nasheed. Ain't nobody, it's not like that.
Right. All right, good brother. We really appreciate you, B-Son.
Not a problem.
Peace, King.
All right. Let me go to this what is it? Hold on. The 336 area code? Hold on. Let me find 336.
Somebody hit me up in the chat room, too, calling from 111. We got a few 111.
I tried the 111. They don't answer.
It's a few of them, though.
All right. Make it quick, good, bro. I'm going to go to these 111 before this show. And what's good?
Peace, God.
Peace to the God.
Peace to the sister ZaZa. Man, that's all I can say. Boy, I'm hot as cayenne pepper. But all I want to say is this right here. All this pimping stuff, you know, Brother Griff, God, that the pimp is the most low life, as the foul of the foul as you can get.
Right.
Now, when we get knowledge of self, we got to do the knowledge of everything. Everybody was talking about pimp, but who made pimping what it was a brother by the name of Iceberg Slim, right? I got turned on to Iceberg Slim by reading Donald Goines novels. Anybody that's ever known anybody that ever read his novels, to get into the mindset, to study what kind of mind is that person. And I'm bringing this point up, Iceberg Slim, to read. Now, this brother was brilliant. He started out beautiful. His mother was a single mother. She met a man. He worked every day, loved Iceberg Slim to death, helped raise him. Then some slick-talking nigga came, swept her up, moved her to Chicago or whatever, told her that he loved her, then helped her pimping him, pimped his mother, moved him from a stable household. Now, the brother was brilliant, had a scholarship at Tuskegee University. But what happened to him as a kid was why his mother was being turned out by the pimp. She left him with babysitters, and the women were raping him every day. This is the bigger picture of the over-sexualization of our children.
Yes.
what is the mindset to happen? And everybody want to be a pimp, and that is not cool.
Right.
So
I
got Tariq Nasheed book, The Art of Macking, because I wanted to know what is the mindset of a person like this.
Right.
And I'm saying to you, Griff, you know me, Griff. Look, man, I got a Just a Cypher boy. I told the man I'm gonna be late tonight. You know, I told him, I said, look, I'm gonna be late tonight. But you know me, Griff. You know me, God. You got black ops out here. That's all you got to do is get a word.
No, I know. I got soldiers, bro.
Right,
but
and I'm going to leave it alone.
Right.
Because you know me, I knock a nigga dick in the dirt with no regret.
I got you, bro. There's about 20 soldiers like you I know I can call, but I'm not giving that word yet, bro. I got you.
All right, peace, Lord.
Right. Peace.
Peace.
All right, I'm gonna try this 111 again. Caller from the 1111. What's up? I ain't trying.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What's up?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Claude. How you doing?
Claude, I got both of the 111s. Y'all talk. What's up? This is Professor Griff ZaZa.
Oh, man.
Out here.
Yeah, I want to keep it on a high level, my man. You know, because I'm the other person he was talking about. I'm that dusty Negro that he was talking about before he bled into you. The one that he said that had a little tiny nightclub spot or some kind of little storefront or something.
Yeah.
And you know damn well, you know, I was just hooking it up for the university. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, you know, some of us don't understand how that the problem that we mainly have, other than the racism and stuff that we encounter, is our own materialism. You know, when people live their life for money, that's how Illuminati gets you. You know, I mean, they look for that, and the devil.
Right, they know your price. Right.
Yeah, they know your price. This brother here, you know, I understand that he did good work. In fact, I just gave it the movie. I loaned the movies to the students at the university so they could look at it privately, because even though I'm pissed off at the brother, and I know how to find his ass. Okay, you know, I'm from Crenshaw Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? I'm from L.A. You know, and I know this nigga. I ain't never seen him in the hood. Okay. You know, I done lived in Compton. I done lived in Inglewood. I done been on Crenshaw most of my life. I ain't never heard of this cat. And I know the cats he fell out with, like that Perry Road brother he fell out with about 3 years ago. I grew up with these niggas, okay? You know, I know what that life is about, and I know it's no good. I done seen the girls out there on Figueroa. I done seen girls out there on and I'm not gonna lie. I even had a couple myself when I was young. You know what I'm saying? And I was wrong. You know, I respect my sisters, but I was mixed up at the time. This brother has some kind of problems, man, and he needs help. And I'm not trying to hate on the brother, because, you know, man, I'm like you, Griff. I'm a small brother, but I will beat a 6'5" nigga down. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it ain't even about that. It's not about that. We got to keep our life conditions high.
Right. Claude, hold on. There's another caller from the 111. Brother, you still there?
Oh, okay.
Brother, are you there?
111.
That's probably the one you were looking for.
Yeah. No, I was looking for you. You good. Don't worry about it. But listen.
Monique
but the brother, I'm going to tell you actually what happened really quickly.
Well,
the brother was in PG.
We got to close the show out. Monique asked us to close the show out. What advice would you give Brother Tariq?
To be honest with you, if I would have this conversation, just me and him, I'd say, bro, you got a dynamic brand, whatever. But I seen this little meme you got kind of circulating around on the Instagram thing. I don't really think that's cool. I'm thinking that's going to detract and take away from what you're doing, bro. It might hurt the brand, because there's a lot of women that support you. You understand what I'm saying? I would have went the other direction. I would have went upstairs. You understand what I'm saying? I would have put some fine sisters in some clothes. You understand what I'm saying? And look, these are the sisters that have supported Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3. Right. These are the sisters that's going to support Hidden Colors 4. How about you? It ain't got to be that corny and that bumper sticker-ish or T-shirt-ish, but I'm saying to you, I would have did something like that, because he didn't need to go the other direction. So the advice that I would give him man to man, I say now is your time. The community is watching you, bro. You understand what I'm saying? You got your finger on the pulse, and you got the attention of the elders, young people, conscious community, whatever. Let's clean the language up, like people tell me. You understand what I'm saying? Let's start showing our young brothers that we can respect the sister. If you already gave the Mac lesson, then we don't need to give the Mac lesson anymore. You understand what I'm saying? If you gave the pimping Mac lesson, we got that. Now let's move on. You moved on to hidden colors. Now let's move on and take the sisters higher.
I would just say, learn how to respect women the way you want people to respect your wife and your mother, and even when they are in error. As far as what he said about me, it's going to be a price to pay for that. And I'm not threatening you like anything is going to happen to you or anything like that, but that's going to come back to you, because I'm still reading some of these comments that some of these people, bruh, I think you can learn a lot by looking at the mindset of some of the people that follow you. It's some real shady, vindictive, mean-spirited, nasty, hateful black men listening to what you do, reading your work, whatever you want. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying it hasn't been beneficial for some of them, but it's some brothers that's following you that got a whole lot of hatred and issues with black women.
And it's Tariq Nasheed's job to check them brothers. But you can't do the fire, bro. You can't do that.
Yeah. So thank you for being so disrespectful to me. I wouldn't go below the belt. I wouldn't do any of that with you. I wish you well in everything that you do, besides disrespecting black people and our people in general.
Right.
And we done with it.
We done with it. This is it. All right. So we're about to sign up at his Claude. Sorry we had to cut you off, but you about to get hood on us, man.
Right.
But anyway, man, I gotta close with this quote. If I can find it, hold on one second. Black people are very serious about not being very serious.
That's right.
Kamal Kambon. Meanwhile, white people are very serious about playing hardball, and the name of the hardball game is genocide. Black people are serious about not being serious. Kamal Kambon. And you, ZaZa? See how black people act, man. We want y'all to know we love y'all to life, man. You understand what I'm saying? And as Tupac said, keep your head up, man. This is Professor Griff and ZaZa Ali. We're signing out. No more about this conversation ever again from me. I'm going to the Warriors Conference this Saturday. I'll see y'all there in Tampa. All right? All right. Peace.
Peace.
Down in that big easy, shouting out New Orleans at the Grammys. That's cool, but how about donating some cash money to help the